Hi, D. Langston, Clint Cole 101, the Tool Collector 72, Clint, Matt, how you doing? This is gonna be an exciting episode. Hopefully it gets busier. Hey, Sizzleneck, how you doing? There's two Clints over here tonight, and tonight's gonna be a great night because we have something massive. uh, let's see how we are. Um, let's see who else is here. Who got the Martinez hammer? Hey, Someway, how you doing? So first thing I want to start off with, guys, is um, what did you guys think about the diagonal cutter face off? Um, what do you guys think about the results that we got on the battle of the diagonal cutters, the 23 diagonal cutters versus each other? Clint has Sizzle says, runaway. Some way says Sizzle. Clint has split personalities. Oh boy. Let me kind of lower that down a little bit. So, what did you guys think about the Battle of the Diagonal Cutters video? I thought it was very interesting. I did not expect some of the results to turn out the way they did. Some of them were predictable, and some weren't. Yep, it was the results you got. People's needs aren't all the same. That's true, Matt. Um, yeah, the fact that the those high leverage ones, those special, the ones that have that little leverage things, are always going to perform the best. Um, really good stuff over there. I was excited uh, about doing that. My hand wasn't excited, but I was excited about doing a test like that. And like I said, the regular standard Knipex, yeah, that high leverage is amazing. The only thing, Clint, the only thing that I will say about the Craftsman is the grip for me, because I got smaller hands. So the grip was a little bit. It's comfortable, but if I had a bigger hand, it'd feel better. You know what I mean? But you can't mess with the how good they were. They really performed. But the standard Craftsmen did not perform very well at all. They were actually not that great as far as performance wise, and they got eliminated very early in that round. I was It was nuts. Um, how that happened. Like, you go from one end to the spectrum and to the other, and like I said, there is something to be said about how they design these things. Physics really does play um, into this. This is all about physics, guys. It's science. Not Matt says not all jaws like cutting steel too or hardened steel. Also, who knows how one brands will last? Yes, you are correct, Matt. But um, like I said, in the interim, the results we got were the results we got. I'm actually surprised at the Knipex, um, the standard ones. I would have thought they would have been much better. Although, yeah, Sizzle next, yeah, those Pittsburghs, absolutely outstanding. And for like $5 to $7, you can't go wrong. Those long, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean those, they perform very well. The Knipex, like I said, the standard ones I expected more. Matt says I use Fujiya Kurikan flush cuts, high leverage. They can do steel, but I'd rather not. Yeah. I have the Craftsman V series that does flush cuts, and it does soft steel, but it doesn't do hard steel. So I had to not put it in the face off because of the fact that it even says on the diamond cutters, it says do not use on um it says use on soft wire only. So I decided not to include that one because, I mean, we were doing nails with it, and I don't want to ruin those because the V series stuff is pretty much discontinued with all that stuff. I mean, you can get some stuff on eBay and whatever, even Acme, not Acme, Ace Hardware, but I'd rather not put them to the test. I'd rather use those here and there sparingly because they're pretty much done as a tool line. Matt says I got both flush and none of that model, and for my purposes, the flush cut better. Yeah, it really is. It really makes a difference. Like when you think about it, though, like when you talk about cutting like Romex, I know, like if you saw some of the tests, the cutters struggled on some of them. Somebody says it can be surprising. On Project Farm, when he tested the needle nose, the Knipex and Wingcut did very poorly. Yes, even with the when they tested the vice grip pliers, the Knipex was actually the worst one out of all of them. But like sometimes you just gotta have the right tool for the job. Like if you're cutting Romex, something like this with shear cutters is way much better than using diagonal cutters. I mean, the diagonal cutters will do the job, but some will struggle. But these are great. Yeah. Matt says, yeah, Knipex Cobalt mini bolt cutters are much more. Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. But the thing is, sometimes, hey, Alabama. Yeah, the long reach, yeah, watch that one. It's not that long, Alabama. But yeah, they were definitely torching my hand. But like something like this is way much better for Romex. And Romex is kind of, it's not like those nails, but it definitely gives you a challenge. Hey, Bowery boy, how you doing? I gotta get the Fujiya. I want to try those. They look very good. I've seen a lot of guys on YouTube like those, and you know they make a difference. But let's talk about using like something like this. This is what my favorite right now. This is my favorite wire strip is the Kleins, and because they can cut, like unlike some of the other brands, like I love my Knipex. The Knipex wire cutters are absolutely the bee's knees, amazing. They're at the top of the food chain, but I put these at the top of the food chain too. The only difference between this and the well, some differences between this and the Knipex is the step cuts over here. If Knipex would have made a longer cutter, I think that would have people would gravitate for more to that over something like this. I know there's people that are gonna swear by the Knipex all the time, and I don't blame you, but I also like this. See the way the handles are ergonomically? This makes sense. You know what I mean? This is why it's my favorite. It's got the longer cutters and the ergonomics. Ergonomics right now is huge for me. Ergonomics is how it is. I have those clients there. Yeah, Bowery boy. I'm telling you, these are the king. Knipex, Matt says Knipex even has electronics needle nose that are super thin and flexible. Yeah. I have to get those. There's plenty of things I have to get for Knipex. Like I want to get the 8 or 10-inch bolt cutters. Matt, what do you recommend? The 8 or the 10-inch for the cutters? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so I want to get the Cobalt mini bolt cutters, and that's on my soon to be list. Yeah, that's not a flaw. Yeah. 10-inch all day. All right, thank you, Matt. Because I'm kind of going back and forth on that. Like with the dyno cutters, between the Knipex 8s and the 10s, I tend to steer more to the 8-inch. But when it comes to like something like the bolt cutters, the Cobalt bolt cutters, I think I'm gonna go with what you guys recommend because you guys, I don't have those. I have the Doyle version, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I gotta say, don't sleep on the Doyle stuff, guys. That stuff is awesome. Like they perform. Like I can't even believe how well they performed in the DAG test, and just their pliers in general, even their linesmen's absolutely great. I've brought those on jobs, And can't say anything bad about the Doyle stuff. The Doyle stuff is a step below, like, say, Klein, but Klein's style of performance, Klein-like, but not quite the Klein, but almost. Very, very good. I'm very, very happy with the Doyle stuff. Really surprising. So I'm going to definitely get the 10-inch cutters. Matt says it won't physically take much beyond a quarter 20 volt, but it does easily, yeah. Yeah, Sizzleneck, I think the Doyle does need comfort grips. They should make a version of that. But I gotta say, I'm a guy that likes comfort grips. Like, again, comfort grips on these. But I'm telling you, even the Doyle's dip grip felt really good. Yeah, the Doyle's gonna be on sale, parking lot sale, 35% off. It's gonna be, is it Quinn and Icon and Doyle for the parking lot sale? Or is it just gonna be? Yeah, I think it's all three of them, right? So I'm definitely gonna be getting a couple of things I have left to get on my list. I pretty much have everything Doyle. Everything Doyle I have, and except for like a couple of things I need. There's like one or two things that I need from the Doyle line. And otherwise, I have the whole collection. I don't have the big giant 18-inch bolt cutters. I definitely have those on my list. I either want to get the 18s or the 24s. I know you're going to get more leverage out of 24s. I don't know. Maybe I will get the 24-inch ones because you're definitely going to get better leverage. Yep, screwdrivers and pliers. I have, the only thing I'm missing for Doyle and the screwdrivers is that ratcheting one, like the old style of Klein, like the original ratcheting screwdriver Klein had. Matt says, when I worked at Leatherman, we had oil hardened rod 8-inch chromed in the Knipex where I used to cut those down. Yeah. I didn't know you worked for Leatherman. Dude, that's awesome. I have a couple of Leatherman stuff. I like my Leatherman stuff. I have the one that, what's the name of that one? The Surge and the Wave Plus. I have the Wave Plus and the Surge, and I keep those in the truck. And Matt says those rods were almost as hard as a softer knife edge. Interesting. Very interesting. That's news to hear. Oh, today I got the Work Pros. So remember I told you guys the Work Pros broke because they were like they were kind of like offset. The thing was kind of like off to the right and bent. Well, today the Work Pros were delivered, the new ones, and they actually were straight. That's straight now. So I'm gonna do a video for that. That's gonna be tomorrow's video. I'm gonna do a video on the black and the silver, on those new pliers wrenches, and you guys will see that tomorrow. So expect that for the upcoming video. What else do we have? Matt says they only have a factory in Portland, Oregon. No other ones. I was maintenance working on 480. Elvis, how you doing, Elvis from Brazil? Nos falar português. There you go. Got the love. Got the love. So the king is in Brazil, guys. Hey, are you the king? Elvis the king. King of rock and roll. So hey, Clint, do you think I should do it now? Oh, they had a lot of dodgy practices, huh? Interesting. I wouldn't know that. Sim the king. Elvis says Sim the king. All right, Clint, what do you think? Should I introduce it now? Yes. Okay. Clint says to do it. So, see, Clint knows. Me and Clint have been talking all week. I was kind of hoping James would be showing up, but he'll probably be on at some point. Hopefully soon. James Ridley. He's another one that was involved. You know, I was talking to Clint and James all week. All right, you guys ready to see something? All right, everybody say yes. Comment yes. Do you want to see something big? Alabama says my Craftsman of the old black diagonals gonna get the Craftsman. Yep, hi, yep, those are awesome. All right, everybody say yes. Come on. We only got one yes so far. Everybody say yes. Sizzle Neck says yes. Come on. Let's get some more yeses. Alabama, say yes. Matt says sure. Matt, you better say yeah. This is going to be big. This is big. Big. Ready? All right. We got a yes. So I'm walking. Clint's a hell yes. So guess what happened today? Guess what I did today? And guess who was in my house today? Creature Feature. Why are we saying yes? Because you're going to see something big, Creature Feature. Something big happened today at the shop. You're going to find out. Surprise. Ready? This is new to the CE Tool Den. Guys, this is new. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Check it out, guys. The limited edition Snap-on 250th anniversary box. Limited to only 1776, the year we signed our Independence Day. I have number 1112 out of 1776. Bowery boy, I'll tell you, what the heck, I'm like loving this. You know what, Clint, I was actually doing the Eddie voice when I got this. Clark, that is good. Yeah, yep. Bowery boy, you got it right. I got a lot of payments on this. I just started last week. That is actually, it's not bad, Matt. It's not a full payment, but it's awesome. That deep's for sure. I tell you, this is amazing. This is what I've been wanting. So check this out. This actually has a protective film. This is like a magnetic mat that's attached, that magnetizes the hutch. But it's got a protective film. But I don't think I'm going to be removing the protective film, because I do get dirty in here, especially with the sawdust. What do you think, Clint? Look at this thing. And it's got like the spray-on bed liner. So check that out. We have the Statue of Liberty, the moon landing from 1969, the Snap-on logo, the presidential the monument there in South Dakota, and the flag raising of Iwo Jima. And one thing I am is a patriot, guys. And if you guys noticed, I'm wearing the Snap-on today. Snap-on for the win. We had 5 guys putting this thing in, because I had to take the door out. This thing was hell to bring in, guys. We had to literally remove the door. I had to move, remember like the big piles of wood? So I had to remove all the wood. We had to move all these piles of wood and put them over there on the floor. Earlier this week, I moved this box here. So this box is going to my son-in-law. I'm keeping the side locker for now. Until I can buy the side lockers for this, which is going to be, I think I'm going to pay this off first and then buy the side lockers. So for now, I'm going to keep this side locker. He's going to get the hutch and the bottom on this, and all the stuff in here is going to be transferred to there. So this is the 84-inch Epic. This is absolutely gorgeous. Here's the handle. One thing about this box is all the wheels, you can customize how you want the wheels. So if you want them like locked in to go just back and forth one way, or you can have them all go swivels, which is kind of good, because on a box like this, as heavy as this is insane. Absolutely, it took 5 of us to get it just in here from the front door. Everybody was watching. I had two Snap-on trucks. Thank you, Alabama. Yeah. You know what is I could have sold it, but you know what? You know, my son-in-law, he's a good guy. I love that kid. He's like my son. And you know, he you know, they're starting out, got my granddaughter and stuff. So I said, you know what? I'll give it to him. I don't want to, I'm not here to make money on this. You know what I mean? I could easily make money on this because this is a great setup here. It really is. It's 72-inch, but I think I want to give it to somebody that is deserving, and he does a good job of with my daughter and my granddaughter taking care of him. Matt says I put four locking swivels on my Rubbermaid cots. Yeah, that's the way to go. Like this one's only got one swivel set, and it's kind of like really hard to maneuver. Thank you, D. Langston. So this is the setup, and like I said, this is all spray-on bed liner. Now, I need to figure out how to set this up. Look at the size. Look at the size of this thing. It's really deep compared to this one. This has some deeperness. Oh, by the way, guys, thanks to James Ridley, he told me if you buy a box, because he's got a few Snap-on boxes. Yes, I could take a nap on it. Actually, my friends who at work were telling me, because my wife's mad because I bought this, like she's really pissed. She says you could probably sleep in the bottom drawer and put a pillow in there, and it'll hold the weight. But yeah, so my Snap-on, James Ridley told me if you buy a Snap-on box, you can go to your Snap-on dealer or whatever and ask for free stuff. So I was able to get this free. I got this for free, the Nano Access. So I got the little driver and the 1/4-inch. All that was free, and I got a free pair of sunglasses. So that was pretty awesome. I'm still trying to figure this out because there is a. Let me get a light. Boy. So it's got like 2 power strips. Well, actually, technically 3 power strips. So if you look at the back, I'm gonna have to get the flashlight here. I don't know if we can see the back. There is a power strip in the back, right over there, starting there, and I have that connected. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'll have to wear them at night. And then there is a power strip there, but I have to figure out how to get that one to turn on. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this Snap-on stuff. I've never had a Snap-on box in my life, so it's not as simple as, like, say, the U.S. Generals are easy. Yeah, Clint, I just don't have the room to keep this box. I mean, look at this. There's no room. I mean, if I didn't have this woodworking stuff here, I could easily put that against the wall and it'd be fine. But this stuff, I need to have that stuff. But I got to figure out this part, how to connect power to that. And that's pretty cool because it's got 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-Cs. It's got a switch. It's got 5 outlets, which is pretty cool. It's got that little bump out pegboard. I don't even know if that's. I can barely reach it, guys. Look at this. I think I'm gonna have to get a stool to get in there. It's got that little box. You can put stuff in there, and then like a little screwdriver holder, kind of like the one that comes with the U.S. General. This U.S. General though has been really awesome. Yep. Sideways outlet for wall warts. So I have it plugged in right now, right over there. And then, so because of the way they designed this is going to be my power drawer. So this is the power drawer right here. So it uses a latching system. So you pull on the latch. And this is pretty awesome. So there's your power drawer. There's your power. And it's got, let me see, I can't even see. I'm blind as a bat. It's got 3 outlets. and two USB-Cs. I mean, two USB A's in there, and it's got the place to hold like your drills, impact drivers, impact wrenches. Yeah, you know what it was? I hang out with these guys, so you know what I mean. These guys are my friends actually. I'll hang out with them, you know, at the warehouse. I go to the warehouse sometimes, so I'll ask them. But I was just too excited. It does. This one has power in it right now. Check that out. I got it off there. I got to figure out how to get the power on that, and I don't know if it comes with the light either. It might. I think it. I don't know if that's a light. Like, it's this little round thing on the top. That I wonder if that's like a little light. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to get a strip. I don't know. Maybe it's like sold separately. Thank you, Steve. This was definitely unbelievable. This is definitely the purchase of the century for me in the tool community thing. Get it filled. You can have a toolbox. Yeah. So basically, everything that's in here is going in there, except for this the side locker. I'm gonna keep the side locker until I can buy side lockers for this, and then give that to my son-in-law. But this is it. You can put the handle on this side too. It's got the little threaded holes to put the bolts in for the handle. This thing is going to be a lot bigger. So one of the things, yeah, it could be a mount for a lot. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about this. But one of the things about this is, guys, is this has, to me, sentimental value. Because of, like, I'm like a historian, and I like to learn. I'm like huge on the Revolutionary War and Civil War, so that kind of stuff really plays a factor with stuff like that. And I'm a big, huge Abe Lincoln fan, like huge. Like I've studied the Civil War and a lot of stuff in the Revolutionary War, like with George Washington, you know, the John Adams, all that. And but the one thing about this box that represents it, it really is meaningful for me, is if you look at the pictures up here, one picture stands out more than the rest. Yes, history buff, is this picture right here. And a lot of you guys know this picture. You have seen it in your history books, you learned about it in school. But there's a significance to this picture for myself, is the flag raised in Iwo Jima. So if everybody knows this, you know, that this picture is very historic and famous from Iwo Jima. But there was also a bunch of soldiers standing around this as this picture was being taken, and these actions were being made of the lifting of the flag and the soldiers around. So there's a real picture. There's a picture of with all the other soldiers around this. And one of the soldiers in that picture is my wife's grandfather. So he was literally standing while these guys were in the picture, the original picture, while these guys were doing this. It's iconic. Yes, Alabama, absolutely. So my wife's grandfather was there. He's not one of these guys. He's one of the guys that was in the surrounding area of these guys. That Bowery boy said, found out that my fifth-time great-grandfather was a captain in the Revolutionary Army, later killed by an Indian. Wow. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I love history. Like, I like those movies like The Patriot with Mel Gibson, War and Peace, you know, any of the Civil War movies I love. This is an epic. This is an 84-inch epic, Steve. And so let's go through the drawers. So you got this like slightly biggish drawer. So this is probably where I'm gonna put sock. I can't even believe how big this thing is. Let me go get a tape measure. This thing is massive. Wait. So I'm going to take a measurement. Let's take a measurement of the U.S. General. And this one is about 19 and a quarter inches from front to back. There's a little lip here, but I'm measuring up to the edge of the handle. But there's just maybe like another eighth of an inch, or maybe a little bit bigger than that. But about 19 and a quarter inches front to back. Now on the Snap-on, get some. Yeah, I got some free. But they're under there. I want to kind of keep the thing down. So on the Snap-on, we have. This is, so from the edge of this, it's 26 and 5/8. But this spot sticks out, so you get a little bit more room underneath this. There's like a double lip, and you get about 27 3/4 inches after that double lip. And then on this one, there is about 53 7/8 wide. Just this drawer alone. Boy, that thing snaps in pretty good. It really snaps on. Yep, I got the free tape measures. Yep, the 10 and the 16. All right, here is the second drawer. All right. Oh, wait a minute. This is the second drawer. It's kind of confusing. So you got a thinner drawer. Jesus Christ, this thing is like it's so much more room. Like I look at my U.S. General, and I'm like thinking this U.S. General's tiny compared to this. This thing is amazingly like large, and it pretty much goes out all the way over here. Yeah, 2 tapes in a hutch, but they're kind of like, they don't have good standout, guys. Hold on. I mean, that's not too bad, but I was looking at the 10-inch. And you look at how skinny the blade is on this 10-inch. Honestly, I love this tape anyway. On these Kleins. This Klein's one of my favorite tapes. Yeah, but guess what, Clint? You'll be able to get, when the Icon Generation 2 boxes come out, you'll have a lot of these features. I know one of these boxes has that. Oh, I don't even know what the name of it is. It's. You can connect, like, slide in different types of things in it. Yeah, it's not this drawer. So this is the third drawer. This one's a super skinny drawer. I'm thinking this is going to be my blue drawer, by the way, guys. This might be the blue drawer. This actually might be the one that has those connection things. Or maybe not. Nope, that's not it. I know one of these drawers has that where you can slide in the different turn it into like different compartments, like the Icon G2s have. Let me see if this one has it. Nope. Or maybe this one doesn't have it. This version doesn't. I don't know. Nope. But this is the big bottom drawer. This thing's massive, guys. This is humongo. I'm gonna check these upper drawers, see if they have that. Nope. That's not the one. Maybe this one? I don't think so. No. Yeah, it's got like this, on some of these, I think maybe because this is a special edition that they didn't include it. So, on one of these drawers, on the regular Epic, you'll have one of the drawers, usually around the middle, that you can have like, it's got like these great. So you can customize the drawer and put like these different slots into them, and however you configure it. It's a configurable drawer, but I'm not really sure. This version doesn't have it. Let's check this. There's a skinny. Wow, this thing. I'm telling you guys, this thing is like crazy. I just can't believe how big these drawers are. I can imagine having like this in the kitchen. This would save me a lot of heartache with all the room in here. It's just insane. Yeah, the amount of room in here is crazy. And then I really like the touch they did with the snap-on bed. I mean, the spray-on bed liner. This is really awesome. This is a really nice touch. Here is one big difference, though. Guys, check this out. Yeah, those drawers weigh a ton. I think maybe when we move it, I'm gonna have to remove the drawers. So check this out, guys. To me, I'm short. You know, I'm not a tall guy. So this is actually a nice height for me for the on the US General here. Check this out. This is crazy. I wish I was like over 6 feet tall. This would make more sense, but I mean, I love this. This thing's awesome. But it goes up a little bit below my shoulder, like right over here. That's insane. But this is insanity. Like this lights up too. It's got under lights here. But I have no idea how to do that yet. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know much about, other than the design. I really love the design. I don't really know much about the like the setup of this. I know it's got this instructional booklet that it came with, and it comes with the keys. So these are the keys. This is the key that it comes with, and Born of Steel, snap-on, and then it comes with this keychain and these extra keys, which is awesome. I like that little feature. Came with that. Yeah, tall is a curse too, but let me tell you, I wouldn't know. I have a problem with that. So this is the light button for the underlighting right over here. But you're supposed to long press it. But I got to figure out how to connect this part. I don't know. But if you look at the size difference between that, the snap-on is going to be taller too from the hutch. But it fit perfectly. You know, I still had like 4 inches, I think, from the top of the door when we moved it in. But this, I literally had like a ½ inch on each side getting this. And it took all 5 of us. Literally took 5 of us to get this in here. Like, it was insane. This, I don't even know, like, taking the door out, it was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. How we got this to fit in here. But this is, to me, this is memorable. Like this box as a whole is awesome. Now, here's the thing about the side lockers, guys. The side lockers are just the basic black with this red trim. So there's nothing special extra about the side lockers for this configuration. So I can order the side lockers at any time. But it's this top with the bottom that's the big difference. You know what I mean? So they made, so basically this is like a standard black hutch with this dark red. It's like a darkish red trim, and then this is a magnetic like mat that sticks here, but it's included with the hutch, so that's what makes it like good. And then these are numbered from 1 to 1776, and then after that there's no more. Like, they only made this many of them. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy how they did that. Because this, I would have thought this would have been like super popular, and they would have, you know, made a whole bunch of these, but nope. Very, very limited edition. And I know when I'm going, whoever gets a hold of this is gonna sell it. They can make a good chunk of change on this. Just having to move this. I'm gonna have to move this one more time, and then after that, no more moving. So when I move to New Hampshire, when I retire, this is gonna be the last movement. So that's it. It's gonna go, but it's gonna be easier to move as far as like getting, when I get it off the truck, into the New Hampton. It's gonna go through a garage door. So getting it through a regular standard door, horrible. Getting it through a garage door, rolling it out, a lot easier. And they have a smaller version of this. So the smaller version is a 36-inch cart, kind of like the purple cart, like that, but a 36-inch wide, and it's got the hutch. The hutch is a blue hutch, like it's blue, the door, and it's got the blue, this blue right here, and it's got the stars in a circle, and inside the circle, it's this design right here. So it's this design, but it's with a lighter blue. It's like this blue, and it's got the stars, and the stars are actually stamped into the metal. So it's not just like a painted on star. It's the stars are actually stamped in, and even the S is stamped in. But I have to do a lot of figuring out how to get this thing set up, and then move all the stuff into this, and see how it works. I might not even use this as a power drawer. I'm gonna use this as for a lot of my, like over here on the U.S. General, I have that deep drawer that I used. I'm probably going to put all the tools that's in that deep drawer and some ones that are semi-deep, and I'm going to put like the bigger tools in this drawer as opposed to putting an impact wrench. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. Like, this is going to be like a standout for the shop. And it's going to be better once this is gone. Once this is gone, I'll have my shop, the room back in my shop again, because I had to reconfigure some things out temporarily until I can get rid of this. To my son-in-law, we got, like I said, we got a project ahead of us of just this bottom of this U.S. General 72 is 500 pounds with nothing in it. 500 pounds. And then the top, I believe, is 180 pounds. The hutch is 180 pounds. And that was a pain in the butt just to get it on top of this cart. Clint says you need to put some of the new Klein 252. Yes, this is exactly why I'm getting those. I'm not even going to open those. I'm going to keep those in the package. And this is going to be part of the 250th. The Klein tools are going in there. And I'm also putting, the 250th anniversary ratchets I got. Those are going in here too. I'm going to get the Snap-on screwdriver set for the 250th anniversary. So it's going to be the ratchets, the screwdrivers, the Klein 250th tools, and I don't know if I'm going to keep them in the package. I might keep them in the package. I don't know yet. That's to be decided in the future. I don't know. But I have the 250th anniversary ratchets here. Yeah. So these are the 250th anniversary ratchets, which I will not use. I don't know. I don't know, Clint. I might get it or I might not. Matt says you can put a hook into the beam roll it under, and use a chain hoist onto a car. Yeah, I got to do something. You know what it is though? I need manpower. Like by time it's time when I'm in my 60s, mid 60s, when I move to New Hampshire, and I got to move that. I think I'm gonna have to hire like a freaking football team. Get 2 sets of Klein, one to play, one for back. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna. I'll figure it out whether I keep it in the package. I don't know if I want to do that. Because I have some of the anniversary stuff, but like from the Klein. So I have this stuff. It's basically the same stuff as some of this stuff, not all of it. So this it's just like a. So this one right here, I don't know if you guys remember this. Where is it? So this version of the wire strippers, it's basically the same version of this, but with the 250th anniversary, on it. So I've made this into a Klein drawer because look at all, like I got a crap ton of Klein, and this isn't everything Klein I have. I had to put this connect set in here because it's a screwdriver, because I got the screwdrivers in there, but also because I ran out of room. Like this was in my Craftsman drawer, but I needed to put more stuff in there. So, because I ended up picking up something else Klein. So this is all pretty much all Klein except for a couple of things. So I have the Irwin wire strippers and the Hercules drill and tap sets, and a couple of Doyle things in here, but pretty much all Klein. Yeah, that purple bank, like if I didn't get that Snap-on, I was going to consider the purple, just give this to my son-in-law and get the purple one myself with the 2 purple side lockers. And I don't even know if Icon G2 is going to come out with the purple one. I mean, that was also a possibility. My brother did not see it yet. I don't know if he's not on the stream. Like he just caught it last week by sheer luck, because he's usually not doing that stuff. But he caught it by sheer luck last week. I tell him, this is when I'm on, but it's even my kids. I haven't seen my kids on it yet, so they're probably going to show up on the stream later. I told them about the cart, but they didn't. I don't think they know that it's here yet. But it's an amazing piece of historical Americana with the pictures on the hutch. Guys, I bleed the red, white, and blue. I definitely do. I bleed the red, white, and blue. I love this country. I don't want to see it go down. I don't want to get terrorized and stuff like that. And that's why, that meant something to me a lot. Like I would never ever buy a Snap-on box, because of the price, the prices, and they're super expensive. But this one got me in the feels, guys. It really did. And not to mention like the history and stuff. Like I'm a history nerd, and I just love it. It's everything about it. And then the fact that my wife's family was at one of those events. The Iwo Jima stuff. It's insane. It's insane. And I love our country. I do. And that's just representative of a lot of the America. Yeah, I don't know about that. Actually, Matt, I actually got it for about half the price of what the retail is. Actually, half price. So you definitely know that there's a huge markup on these boxes, because I got it for almost half price. Not quite half price, but almost half price. So it is that it is. Alabama, yep. America, man. America. But that's the other reason I would have I got it too, is because I got a great deal on it. When you look at the retail price, there's no way I could have afforded the retail price. I was like, frig that. I actually saw this box originally on Barker Tools on YouTube. He's got an awesome channel where he does he's a Snap-on franchise owner, and he has a He does a lot of shorts videos. Yep, it is. It is over 15K, but not much more. The actually the regular price of this is in like 32 ish, 32,000 regular price. That's the well MSRP on that thing. It's 32,000. But you know, it's a lot of money. But I got it for a little bit more than half price, almost half price. But it's gonna be wonderful, and I can't wait to get rid of that U.S. General box because I don't want to. I don't. It's definitely taking up a lot of room. If you look, I mean, at least we can still. We have plenty of room to walk in between the two boxes, but it's kind of covering my bandsaw, my router table. Yeah, can't take it with you. Enjoy it. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for the deals, the deal I got on it compared to the MSRP, there's no way I could have gotten this box. And the payments are pretty affordable, and I'm not worried about that because I work plenty. I like my Martinez hammers. I have both versions. I have the long one and the shorter one, the M1 and the M4. But I prefer the smaller one. If I'm doing like super like big framing stuff, which I haven't done in a while, it's been a couple years since I did any like big jobs like that framing. The bigger one came in handy, but I prefer honestly if you guys ever get a Martinez hammer, get the smaller one. And you can put the heads of the bigger one on the small one, but you can't put the small heads on the big one, which is kind of weird. I don't know why I didn't make it compatible all the way around, but I'm not the Martinez hammer company, so I wouldn't know. But I like my Martinez hammers, but I didn't get like the ones that come colorful. I had the ones that the standard one, the gray one with the black handle and the little red trim at the bottom, because that was the more affordable option. And I would have wanted a red handled one, the red shaft, but I was like, I just wanted a Martinez hammer. So, and I don't know if you guys watch our buildings. I love his content, and it's because of him I got introduced to Martinez hammer. I don't have a Martinez square though. I want to get a Martinez square, and that's in the future. Matt says I love stiletto, smaller one myself. Yep, stiletto. Yeah, that Mark Martinez created the stiletto hammers, and then he sold stiletto to TTI Milwaukee, and then he started Martinez, the Martinez Hammers company store, and then I don't know who, somebody bought him out. I don't remember who it is. If anybody here in the chats know who bought Martinez Hammers, but he still works for Martinez Hammers, and I don't know what kind of capacity as a designer or engineer or a president of, I don't know, but he still works for the company that he started, and it is what it is. The Stiletto T-Bone 2 was $89. Yeah, that's a heck of a deal. Heck of a deal. The T-Bones is that one has the that's the one with the wood handle, right? Yeah, I don't. Douglas. Are you talking about like Douglas fir? Douglas? No, I don't know. But that is, no, the old titanium. Yeah, yeah, that's the one you want to get for $89. You can't go wrong. You know what? Here's a deal for you guys. If you want a titanium hammer, cheap, but that's not gonna really break the bank. It's still gonna be expensive, but not like expensive, like Martinez. You can get the hickory handled Doyle. Doyle has a titanium hammer, the head part, but with the hickory handle, and I think right now it's like 65 or 69 bucks, something like that. So it is a great hammer, and you're getting titanium. James, there you are. Yeah, so the thing came. I'm glad you finally made it. Check this out, James. Look at this bad boy. It came today. And you, James, you were right on the money. So remember how last night we were talking and you said to ask my Snap-on rep for freebies? I got freebies, dude. So I got this, this, and check this out, James. Something I wanted. There's my freebie there. Remember how we was talking about this? I got this freebie right here. Look at that. I said, hey, I said I was kind of like this to the franchise. So it took 5 of us, 5 people, to put this in. I appreciate you, James. Thanks to you, I was able to score this stuff free. Can't go wrong. Thanks again, James. Oh, James. So here's my thing. So on the back is a power strip, and I currently have it kind of plugged into that. I got the wire hanging over here, and then I have this wire here, this one right here, plugged in. So this one powers the inside power box, but here's my question. Will this cord, this one right here, power this thing, this strip right here that's inside? Or is there something other thing I got to do to get the power to go there? Because this right now is not powered. You know what I mean? And I got to put the grommet in there because look at that's where the wire would go. The hole would go for the outlet. I'm going to have to stretch this one out, this grommet out, because this doesn't really fit very well in here. So, oops. So I'm going to have to stretch this out to be able to fit this and snake it through that hole to get this plugged in. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. So let me get the light on that, James, because I don't like you. You're the one that has the Snap-on boxes, and you definitely know more. You have way more knowledge than me on this. I don't even have any knowledge when it comes to this. So there's two wires that get connected. So there's this one right there, right here, that powers the power box, and then there's one down further. That's a power strip back down there further, around the middle. I don't know if you can see the cord. There it is. It's further down. You can see some of the outlets in the strip over there. So I don't know if that means that will power that strip. I don't know. This is I think it's a shorter. The one I put in for the power box is the longer cord. This one's is kind of like a shorter cord. So I'm kind of curious because I have the power outlet all the way over here. So that's the longer cord. I gotta figure this out. This kind of sucks. Hi Liz. Hi Belle. How's it going? Belle, look at this. We got the new Snap-on. Oops. My daughter Isabel is on. So my son-in-law Tim. Well, yeah, this is gonna appreciate. This isn't gonna depreciate in value. This is part of their inheritance right here. You don't think this is going to be worth a lot more money? So this, my son-in-law Tim's getting this. Yeah, it should. Did you plug in? I didn't plug both of them in because the other one's got, like I said, it's a short cord. I'm gonna have to put an extension on this one because I don't think this is gonna reach all the way over there. So let me try putting an extension. American Pride, that's right. And James, like I was telling everybody earlier, so see the pictures over here of all like the Americana, like historical moments. Like you have the Statue of Liberty, the 1969 moon landing, the presidential monuments there in South Dakota. So this is Iwo Jima. In this picture, this is why one of the big reasons why I wanted this sentimental purposes is when this happened, my wife's grandfather was standing in the picture over here. He's part of this original scene. He's one of the original soldiers that's in there. Hi, Retros for life. And this is very sentimental for my, because it's part of my wife's family. He was there. He wasn't one of the guys holding the flags, but he was in that area. And they have a picture of it at home, at my mother-in-law's house, where they have that picture. So yeah, this box is amazing. And I actually got a lower number than the ones the other dealer had. So this is number 1112 of 1776. So this is going to be rare, guys. In about 20 years, if I get rid of this. Hey, my brother's on. Ozzy's on. Look at that, Ozzy. So, James, we literally had to take the door down to get this in there. 5 guys putting this sucker in. It took 5 guys. And the best part is, like this pot means a lot, but this Snap-on box is massive. And it was awesome too because I was like the talk of the neighborhood with the Snap-on trucks here, and my friends were like calling me up trying to get on the Snap-on truck, but I wasn't answering because we were busy sweating our balls off getting this in there. I figured it would have been a snap to get in, yeah, but we couldn't get it on to get it in. But yeah, so I'm gonna try putting a extension cord on that and see if that will do the trick or not. So let me get an extension cord, and I gotta find one. Where is my extension cords? Let's take this one. Oh boy. All right. We're getting the extension cord, guys. I just gotta pull this one out. Let me see if this works or not. I'll get another extension cord tomorrow. And let's see how this works. If this will power that other power strip. All right. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that, guys. You guys saw that? Put like 5 zeros around that, Ozzy. Yeah. All right, check this out, guys. That's actually pretty neat. Look at this. So this is the long press button. It's got these lights. Look at that. The Snap-on lights up. I think it might change colors too. I don't know. All right. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, it does. Okay. I think I got a double press. So it turned red now. Look at that. Let me double press on this again. I don't know if it's Bluetooth. Like I said, dude, I don't know. Maybe I think I paid a little bit more than half price. The red looks, yeah, but I gotta figure out how I did it. That was accidental. I think it might be able to do it like Hold on. There's I think it's quick. No. Oh, like it's orange now, guys. Look, it's orange. I think it's 2 quick press buttons. Let's try again. Green. Yeah, two presses of the button and it changes colors. So there's so it goes there. It surrounds the snap-on sign with the green. All right, let's see what other colors are available. Blue. Oh, that looks nice too. Holy crap, that's sharp. I'm getting better service from Matco. Around the cabin says, yeah. Oh, that's like darker blue. Purple. Hey, Belle. Look, purple, your favorite color. I don't know yet. Since I haven't gotten that far yet. I hope it makes me maybe even opens up a beer for me. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Let's try this again. Yeah, red still wins. That looks like a lighter pink. That's pink. Wow. This has a lot of colors. That's red. All right, look at that red. Oh, no, that's a yellow. Oh, wait a minute. This changing color. Look. Now it's going through all the colors. Look at that. Now it's purple. Oh, that's pretty cool. Orange. Now it's yellow, green, light blue. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I have to order it. It's in the book. It's in this book. I gotta scan the QR code. All right, let's see if this does anything else. That's the white light. I don't like that. There we go. Back to the red. So that's the red. So those are the colors, guys. Let's see if this thing goes on now. Oh, okay. There it is. Look. So by plugging this other cord in, so I definitely have to pick up like a 25-foot 12.3. I'm gonna get a 12.3 cable extension. I haven't picked anything yet, James. I'm gonna look at it later because I'm just overwhelmed today with this whole process. And it's funny that you say when you told me about the thing about getting free stuff, like my exact words to my Snap-on, because the franchise owner was here too. I said, hey, I heard that the Snap-on boxes all come with free Nano Access sets. Is that true? He looks at me. I said, yeah, it's free, right? And I said, and he goes, I'll do something for you. So then I had the Snap-on truck right in front of my house and the Snap-on trailer. And he said to my regular Snap-on dealer, he said, hook him up with the Nano Access. Don't worry about it. So now I got the Nano Access. Get a nice back one. That hutch costs enough. Yeah. Actually, the hutch is free. You're basically paying for the box. The hutch is free. And I gotta buy the side lockers in the future. But the side lockers that you see in the advertisements are just a basic black with this red trim. So I can order that at any time. There's nothing that's related to this part of it. With the box. I definitely got to get a light though, for an inside light for here, because there's something, I don't know, James, is this supposed to come with the light, inside light? Yeah. I broke out the Craftsman light because this thing's a beast. I use this all the time. I actually use this when I film videos as a backlighting. My local Matt says my local dealer calls me for repo since he hates doing it for electrical for compressors, etc. Yeah. I don't know. Am I supposed to get a light with this on the inside hutch light? I don't know. That's something I gotta look into. But this is really nice. Wow. I'm actually really impressed. It looks on the video this is red. This is literally like a red, like the red up top here. But on the camera, it looks yellow, but it's really like a red. I don't know if I can do something to manipulate it to make it look like it's red. Oh, there it is. So that's what it looks like. Look at that, guys. That's pretty awesome. Look, it's even got like a... Is that dust? Oh, I thought it was like metallic things. It's dust. Matt says he hooks me up with some stuff for helping him or cheaper prices. Yeah. Gotta love it when they do that. Yeah, it looks red now, but like when you over here from this vantage point, it looks like yellow and orange according to my camera. But if I go like this, then you'll see like the red. I don't know, but I really like this. So now I can't wait to fill this up with this. So the stuff that's in here is going to go over there. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm probably going to put. Oh, here's the power drawers, James. This is the one right here. Let me get the light for you. It's got all these slots. So it's 3, 4, 8 slots for impact drivers, impact wrenches. But I'm just going to use this as storage for my bigger tools that's in the US General. So my deep drawer from this one is, it's probably full to the max. So I have all this stuff in there. All that's going to go in the deep drawer. I don't know how I'm going to play this out because this is crazy. So when I did this, I had to specially cut this out for this drawer. Now I'm going to have extra room because the size of these drawers is just crazy. Oh, James, this one doesn't have the you know that drawer that has all the slots to be able to customize? This one doesn't have it. I was kind of a little bit disappointed about that. But that's okay. But look at that. Even the light shines into the drawer, which is pretty darn cool. Let me see if I can get one of these things out. I'm gonna have to get a pick in there or a little mini pry bar. See if this one has it. No, this one doesn't have it either. So the drawers, none of the drawers has that like separator thing. Order up some shadow foam. I don't know. Oh, it says you're live. I don't know. Did we just glitch out, guys? I like the fact that it comes with these keychains. Really like that. So 2 keys on this one, 1 key on this one. Yeah, it does pull out all the way. There it is. Thing's beast mode. James, am I supposed to get one of these lights, like an inside hutch light? Because I don't think I have one. James says, "Be careful to drop the key logo, and they break easily." Oh, man, you definitely got the knowledge on this stuff, James. I wouldn't know. So, what did you think of my score of the Snap-on Nano? What did you guys think of this score for free? This retails for like $400. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my rep about it. This retails for $400, guys. Got it for free, and it comes with the little foam. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put this in the Snap-on box here. I got this for free, and safety glasses for free. So I really like that. It came with this little bag. That's where the secondary keys were. That's where the main key was. Boy. So I'm gonna be happy using this. This is gonna be comparable to like the Vessel eAssist. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we could do that, Matt. This isn't. From what I understand, this isn't very torquey. This is just made for driving. But we could try it out. I mean, it probably needs to be charged too. I don't even know how much of a charge it has. Does this? It doesn't say. Yeah, probably gonna need a charge because it's on red. See? So, exchange for green or purple nano. Sizzleneck. They don't have. I don't think they have a green or purple in this. Yeah. I mean, we could try it out while it's still. It's not fully charged, so we're not gonna get the full blast power. But I got a setup over here we can try it out on. Let me get some a bit, and we can try it out. I know it's just meant for driving, so we'll try it with Phillips bit, and we'll see. Uh-oh, what the heck? I just dropped the screw. Might have gone in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Yep. All right, we'll try that. We'll try a Phillips bit. We'll try it in a pre drilled out hole, and we'll try it in yeah, we'll try it with this. It's like short, not crazy big. Let me get a bit for it. Impact rated bit. Yeah, we'll try out my Geinzern. I've been wanting to try these bits out. Here's a Phillips 2. Geinzern. These are cheap bits, but I don't know, a lot of people like these. It's got the lock-in, so let me see. It's you got to push the collar back to unlock the bit to get the bit out, but it's a lock-in from the get-go. Let's see what it feels like right here. We'll try it in one of these holes. So that's a pre-drilled hole. Not bad. And then the reverse, this is gonna be kind of like weird feeling for me because I'm not used to the reverse being over here. I'm used to having a little button over here. So let's try that out. All right. So now we're going to try it on a non-pre-drill hole right there. And let's check it out. Oops. Put it forward. And it's not taking. It made a little tiny bit, but it would probably take forever. So definitely not. This is definitely not made for drilling. I mean, you could put I probably put a drill bit on this and get like a little bit of a hole on it. And same thing with this, but I think at this point in time, it is what it is. Yeah. Plus, the wood might be a little bit too hard for it. I mean, this is a softer wood, but at least, listen, at least we could see, you know. I can see it's for dash screws. Yeah, this is basically what it is. It is meant for stuff that's already fasteners, just to loosen and tighten. And you can kind of torque with this a little bit, but not very much. If it stops working for a second, don't worry, CE. Yeah, but I definitely got to try charge these. This feels good in a hand, by the way. I like the way this feels. It feels really good in the hand. Like it kind of, like I said, it kind of reminds me of the Vessel eAssist. Yeah, it's like the Milwaukee screw gun. Yeah, it has a built-in preventative in it. Yeah. Oh, bye, Oz. See you tomorrow at work. Ugh. If you're not using the M12 digital controls, that would be weird. Yeah. Um, I normally just use my little M12 compact now because I totally love that impact driver. So this is my most used impact driver now. Ever since I bought it I got this last year. I've been rocking this thing. It doesn't have a speed selector. It's just basic, but you know what? I've been liking that a lot. But this is pretty awesome. Crazy. I can't believe how awesome, like, it even has that lit up. But I'm definitely gonna ask about the light over here. Yeah, okay, no problem. I'll be around, James. I'll be around. I gotta see if it comes with the hutch light or buy a hutch light. Maybe I have to buy one. I don't know. Yeah, M12 Surge is going on in 6 years. Yeah, I gotta say those the Surge was good. I was rocking. Oh, there he is. I'm back. I think. Are we good? I hope I'm back on. It said live again. Jesus, I hate it when these things happen. I don't know what's going on with the internet. It's got to be like there's probably like a bandwidth issue or something. Can you guys hear me? Sizzlenack, I'm back on, huh? Just weird. How long was I gone for? I was definitely still talking. James, I was still talking. I was definitely talking. Holy crap, I didn't know. I gotta put this on the tablet, guys. I gotta put this on the tablet because I gotta see if I'm still on. Jeez Louise. All right. Where is my live video? New channel. All right, so I am back on. All right. Holy crap, I can actually see the back of my head this way. Yeah, I can't afford the cable bill, yeah. I see Freight has some more purple accessories. Yeah. Oh, guys, you got to see this. Speaking of which, Clint, I'm glad you said something. Look what I got with the coupon. Hold on. Right there. We got the purple power strip. Steve, good. Steve, good. That was a good roast. I like that. But yeah, we got the power adapter here. Works good. I have it plugged into this power strip right here where the TV is. Add more. So I'm liking this thing as long as I keep it there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to unplug it and plug it somewhere else. I'm definitely gonna have to put like an extension with a splitter or something in there. Pimpin' the purple. I love this purple. Like this, that was my other choice of what I wanted. I wouldn't have gotten a Snap-on purple. I would have gotten the U.S. General purple, or I would have waited for a purple in the G2, the Icon G2 boxes. I think there's a delay over there. Yeah, so there I love the purple colors. I wouldn't pay, like, the only reason why I bought the Snap-on is because it's that special edition and it's got like sentimental value, but there's no way I wouldn't have gotten a purple Snap-on. Uh, price would be outrageous for me, but this one is different. This one's very limited edition. This, and what the meaning is on that, because like I said, I love this country. I love the history of this country. Um, you know, we've gone through a lot in this country. It is nuts, but and what we're going through now in this country. But right now, this we have an anniversary year, guys, and I want to celebrate, guys. July 4th is going to be awesome. We have a lot of things coming. And the Klein. Hey, Steve, did you guys see that they're making a 250th anniversary Klein tool editions? So there's going to be Klein 250th anniversary tools. Some of them you'll recognize because they already had those released as a different design, but you'll see those coming out. Yeah, we've been talking about it. I don't know if Steve knew about it. Hey, Dan. Oh, Dan, check this out. Today's delivery. We got the Snappy. Look at that, Dan. Snap-on came today. So my son-in-law is going to be getting this, Dan. We got the big old introduce the Snap-on to the shop. It was extremely, extremely heavy, and I'm definitely going to have to hire like a football team to get it out of here if I ever have to when I move out of here. Yeah, this is actually the number I have. They only made 1,776 of these boxes. The 1776 because of the Declaration of Independence. So this is very limited. This is only one of that many, and it's going to be memorable. You're going to be seeing those on some videos. I've seen some already. Some people already bought them. Yeah, I'm getting the side lockers, but the side lockers are just basic side lockers. There's nothing like from this collection. So I talked to the Snap-on people, and they said it's just your basic black with that same color red trim on that box. But I'm back on, guys. I'm frozen. Back on. There we go. So Steve, the lockers, I'm gonna get the lockers after I'm probably done paying this off because the lockers can be expensive, but not like the box itself. So the box, like I said, the lockers are gonna be just the basic black and the trim, and I gotta get it out of the Rock and Roll Cab. They say, I don't know, that's kind of like a special truck. They sell the boxes, normally boxes, but these boxes right here, like this is like basically this is a basic, but this is the part that's the special edition, the drawers and all that stuff, the configuration, and this on the hutch. But I can order the side lockers anytime I want to, and it's not gonna change what's on that. So that's the big deal on the thing on the lock is. Boy, this freezing. I have 1 gig download speeds too. I got the 1 gig download speeds with the Comcast Xfinity, and I'm having issues. Is it because of the time? Like everybody's on the internet, streaming and stuff like that, and I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with this. Yeah, that's one of the things I got. One of the coolest things I ever seen in my life too. Honest to God, Dan, I would never ever buy a Snap-on box if it wasn't for something like this. This is special. It's unbelievable. It's definitely, it's got sentimental value. You may have skipped a lot of things we were talking about, but one of the pictures on there. So it's got a lot of the historical pictures on that, like from the Statue of Liberty to the 69 moon landing, the Washington mountains there with the faces in South Dakota, the monument there, and then it's got the flag raising of Iwo Jima, and then my wife's grandfather was there as they were raising the flag. He was not raising the flag himself with those other soldiers, but he was in that picture, the original picture. He's one of the soldiers around that thing. And I'm not a listen. I would never, like I said, I if it wasn't for this special edition, because I'm like a historian buff, whether it's Revolutionary War or Civil War and stuff like that. I'm like really like into that, because America, you know what I mean? I'm a hardcore American, and I love this country. But man, I'm telling you, this thing got me in the feels, so that's why I got it. I'm like, this is not something I would normally do, and I pissed my wife off. My wife's pissed about this. She's pissed, but it is what it is. Uh, but I did try to sell it to her, but she let me. She kind of gave me the green light. She gave me the green light, but she's not happy right now. And I'm not like, listen, I buy Snap-on tools and stuff like that, but this is just memorable. This is just the fact that her grandfather was right in Iwo Jima as that picture was taken. Like, they have the picture at home of her grandfather in that picture, when that was taken. It's just crazy. Very historical. And I like that kind of stuff, like the family histories and just nation's history and stuff like that. But that is amazing. That box really got me in the feels. You live in, yeah, pretty much. Actually, guys at work busted my chops today. Dan said Steve has a ton of cool stuff, but you make just up time. So you're gonna be sleeping on the couch? Yes, some way. Actually, the guys at work says I can open up the bottom drawer and put a blanket and a pillow at the bottom drawer of the box, and I'll sleep in there. I'm sure anyway. So we were chatting about it, and like how pissed my wife was. So yeah, definitely gonna be one of those things. This is memorable, guys. This is definitely memorable. There's never gonna be one like this. This is the first time I've ever seen something like this. You might see something like this for the 275th anniversary and the 300th anniversary. If I can make it to the 300th anniversary, I would love to be around. I would be probably 102 years old. I would be around 102 years old when the 300th anniversary. I hope I can make it to that. Hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see. But right now, tonight I'm going to be setting up a nice blanket comforter in that bottom drawer, a nice little pillow, and I think I'll be nice and cozy under the blankets and sleeping in that bottom drawer. Yeah, but I mean, you think about it, something like that, because it's so limited edition, it's going to not depreciate in value, but it's going to appreciate in value. And the resale value when I'm gone is going to be astronomical on a box, because that box is, like I said, they only made 1,776 boxes of those. So I wonder, I'm going to say it's going to be up there in price when it's time to resell. I'll probably be 6 feet in the ground somewhere, wherever I end up in New Hampshire, wherever that is. But yeah, that's the that's the way it is, guys. But it's an investment. Think about it as an investment. It's inheritance for the kids, the wife, whoever. Like I said, I'll probably be long gone when that's gone. My kids can do whatever they want with it. Sell it, make the money, and, invest it. Buy themselves a car or something, or take a vacation. Because it's going to be worth something. But I will tell you this: that thing is friggin' heavy as frig. I'm gonna have to hire some like jacked up movers when I move out of here, because there's no way I'll be in my mid 60s when I get out of here and move to New Hampshire, and that thing is not just nuts. In AA, we talk about rationalizations. Yeah. Yeah, I know I pissed off my wife, and that's a real rationalization. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy to have it. I feel blessed, that it's affordable for me, and like I was saying earlier, I got it for a little bit over half price of um, the MSRP. So that's a positive. I mean, I didn't pay full price, and I know it's an investment, like I said, and it's gonna appreciate in value. And then whatever people want to do with it, they can get rid of it. But for me, this is gonna be with me for the long haul. And maybe I'll buy more boxes, but when I move to New Hampshire, I'll have a bigger shop. This shop is too tiny to absorb another box. I mean, look at that. The U.S. General barely fits. I mean, I can walk through there, but it's taking up too much space. And that's the shop itself, you know. I mean, this is a basement shop. So you know what it is. Uh, I'm limited, but once I get the bigger shop, I want to build a barndominium when I move to New Hampshire with the big giant 4-car garage. So when I get the box transferred to the New Hampshire house, whatever house I build or have or buy or whatever, it'll go through a garage door, and it'll be a lot easier to maneuver and getting into a garage as opposed to getting it through a regular door. We had a heck of a time. It was pretty crazy getting that through the door today. We had to remove the door to be able to get that box in. It was insane. Alabama says, when you gonna start the lean-to? During probably end of spring, beginning of summer. I'm gonna work on it sparingly. I'm not gonna be going balls to the wall crazy with it. Steve says, you know what they say, the first step is some way. Yep, some way. Yep, Fisherman gave thumbs up. Definitely I gotta work on that. I'm trying to think in my brain, because my shed that I built was from my brain, like my memory. I said, you know what, I'm gonna build this, and the plans were in my head. I just came up with the plans in my head, and that's what I built. I never wrote anything down. I kind of knew what I wanted for measurements, but like looking back now, I wish I'd have made a way much bigger shed. So that's why I got to build a lean-to. So I gotta start that. It's gonna be 7 foot wide and 10 foot deep. That's what the lean-to is gonna be. So I'm gonna attach it to the shed. And a sticker. Something said try a sticker. Nope. There it is. Yeah. So that lean-to is gonna be crazy because I got like the that big 175. Oh, Belle said hi again. Hi, Belle. My daughter Belle's back on. Belle. So Tim's getting this. Did you see the Snap-on box? For me, yeah, Steve, I got the same problem. I actually talked about it today. While I was talking to my wife, that was extremely angry. I got a problem. Yep. So Tim's getting this now. It's official. Tim's gonna get this. It does look cool. This is what I was talking about, Belle, when I was telling you about the box. But so right now we have, that's the 175 gallon Husky tote that's built, just made for that big giant 12-foot skeleton. So we got that there for now. And that's why I need to build the lean-to shed so I can store that away. And my shed is like packed too. So there's a lot of things I need to move from there. From the regular shed to the lean-to. So I have plenty of room for storage, because definitely a lot of storage on that. Oh, that murder tote. Yeah. Yeah, you could you could definitely fit a couple of bodies in there. And if you cut the bodies up, you could probably fit 4 or 5 bodies in there. Yeah. That's the murder tote. 175 gallon The only thing that doesn't fit is that bottom base of the skeleton, but everything else fits. The whole entirety of the skeleton and the metal bars, seal bars, or whatever. Just that bottom base isn't. Steve says I need a full bank account, Matt, on that murder. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna. I definitely need to make plenty of room. I gotta wait till the weather warms up. Today was actually a decent day. It was a pretty nice day. Um, yeah, that the tote is bigger than the Lincoln Mark IV trunk from the '70s. Yeah, those cars are huge too. Remember, they're boats. We used to call them boats. Those in the Buicks, boats. Yeah, I worked overtime to get that started. By the way, guys, I'm working overtime just to pay that thing off as soon as possible. So I've been cranking out some OT. That's why I haven't uploaded. I'm still uploading videos, but not as much as I was for a little while. I'm still gonna upload 3 to 5 times a week if possible. More on maybe 3 or 4 is more realistic. But I'm gonna release a video. Matt said I had a Mark IV. It was 21 feet long car and 24 foot long car in 1972. Yeah, what was my very first car was a 1986 Dodge Aries. It was white with the red velvet velour interior. A K car. It was a K car. 1986. That was but you know what? It was a great car. I love that car. It was a good first car for me back in the day. 1986. What a car that was. It ran good, was reliable, but it wasn't really great in the snow. I had a few spinouts during snowstorms, and it didn't have four-wheel drive or traction or stability control. But overall, other than the snow part, it was a really good driving car. The K car. Anybody remember the Dodge Aries K car? I'm back again. Was I frozen again? Yeah. Matt says my first car I drove was when I was 11 or 12, a 56 Fairlane. Nice. Yeah, I need a shit ton of subscribe. Yeah, sizzling like I do. Hey, like, subscribe, share. Keep subscribing to the channel. I need more. Bring it on. Yeah, I'm working overtime. Sizzle neck. I did a not this past weekend, but the weekend before I did a double on both my days off. So I have Saturdays and Sundays off. I work from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. Yeah. Clint says, great year, 1972. It was a great year, but 2 years later was even better. Dan the Man Fisherman says, my first car was a Chevy Nova 86. Had a Toyota 4-banger in it, 40 miles per gallon. Yeah, that you get a lot of gas mileage. Matt says, yeah, that Dodge came Daytona it with the turbo 2.2 in it. I wasn't alive in 72. Neither was I. But 2 years later, I came around. I was alive in 2 years later after that. 74 right here. 74. And I share the same birthday as Sean Connery. What'd you have, James? What kind of car did you have? Jimmy. I gotta say, my Dodge Aries K car was really good. 72. Alabama says my first car was a 73 Mercury Cougar with a 351 Cleveland. Yeah. Good cars. Okay, we don't definitely have like those beast mode cars like we did back then. Matt says my first car I owned was an 84 Ford Limited with the Mustang 5.0 in it. Nice. So you had like basically what we call the pumpkin mobile was this little thing. Oh, you never got to ride it? Steve says 67 Bel Air in 77 when I first got my license. Nice. So here's a funny story, you guys. So I had it never worked. Here's a car I owned for one day. I owned a car for one day. It was probably 2 cars after the Dodge Aries. I had this car for one friggin' day. I bought a car that for a couple of bucks. Basically, literally for a couple of bucks. And guess what? Guess what car it was? I was able to drive it home, but then I had to call the scrapyard the next day to get rid of it because it was horrible. It was a friggin' Yugo. You go nowhere with the Yugo. I had a Yugo for one friggin' day. You guys remember Yugos? The worst car ever created. He actually used his car and pushed it to my mom's house. Yeah, we had what? Yeah, I had a Yugo, dude. Jimmy, I had a Yugo. Enough said. I don't even know how we were able to drive it home. It was white knuckling. It was like one of the worst situations I've ever been in driving a car. It was a red Yugo with the white leathery interior. Yeah. So Bell says I had a Suzuki because yes, it was a 2011 because I bought it. I bought it for you for your birthday. I got that for you for your birthday, and it was a good car. Matt says, yeah, my grandpa's international truck could go faster than a Yugo. Yeah, well, you go nowhere with the Yugo. It just stays there. It was a manual stick shift. Yeah, Dan, I agree with you. You can push the Yugo faster than it drives. Do they even make Yugos anymore? James said, Jimmy said, my first car that ran was a Chevy Capri. That thing was a gas guzzle. That thing was a gas guzzle. Yeah. Alabama Cop Car 2 had a Ford Limited Police Interceptor with the. Hey, did you try to stop people? Did you have like the smooth steel rims that covered up the lug nuts? That was pretty cool. I never got myself one of those. I thought about getting one of Crown Vic back in the day, but I'm glad I never did. That Limited was a heck of a burnout machine. But back then, cars were too a lot easier to work on than today's cars, for sure. I know a lot of us have problems with those today's cars. Even hardcore mechanics with all the computers they put into the cars today. Scary. That's why I bought that Topdon scan tool, so I can be able to do more things with the vehicle, fixing wise. It's nuts. Matt says the Limited was a four-door fixed body Mustang, heavier. Yep. People dropped their beers at the beach when I cruised around. Hot damn. Good job, Alabama. Matt says Fox. Yeah, those are good times. You know, we definitely had easier cars to work on back in the day. Things were different. Very limited technology. 8-tracks, cassette players, cassette tapes, all that stuff. Well, that was good. Absolutely good. We had it good. But now we got to deal with tight tolerances. Can't get this, can't get access to that. You got to buy this specialty tool, that specialty tool. You got to buy a computer to fix the computer. It's all something. And then the engineering isn't as good as it was back then too. Like some cars are impressive today, but like if you look at all the recalls we're getting, like this is unprecedented. Like Ford has a lot of recalls, Chevy has a lot of recalls, Dodge. There's so many recalls. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. Like with a lot of the manufacturing, it's these engineers are just trying to put too much into the gas mileage. Jimmy says the brake booster stopped working. I slammed right into the back of another car. Yikes. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? You got into body work there, Jimmy. Be able to fix that now. Something you're good at. Matt says my dad drove an 80s Beretta SS. That was a fine car. Retros for Life says I got 2 open recalls on each of my Chargers right now. Yeah, my wife's got a recall on her car, and I can't get it fixed until pots get in. Jenny said I was praying for the light to turn green. Yep. I've been through that with the lack of brakes. One time on one of my cars I had no brakes, and I was praying for the light to stay green or to turn green whenever I was driving it. And I was like, I was driving to the brake place to get brakes done when I was a kid. That was scary. That was a scary ride. Matt says, I'd love a 70s swapped Capri wagon myself. You know what I one of the great cars I would love to have is like a 72 Mustang Cobra. I saw one years ago when I was living in New Hampshire for 10 G's, and I kept looking at it. It was a silver uh, Mustang Cobra, and it had the racing stripes on it. It had the Cobra on it, and they wanted $10,000. I should have jumped on it back then because that would have been my classic car. You know, like some of us old guys, we like classic cars. We'll have a class. That would have been awesome, but I wasn't in the position to buy the car at the same time. But it was a nice car. It was fully restored and everything. I would have kept up with it. It was such a nice car. It was right near the. We used to go to this drive-in theater, and I would pass it every time. When we went to the drive-in, I'd be like drooling after it. Never got it though. My car that just bit the dust was a 500,000-mile Toyota Matrix with Celica 2ZZ in it. I miss it. Yeah. I mean, you can get some Toyotas are pretty much bulletproof. I have my F-150 right now has over 250,000 miles with the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. I'm actually surprised it's still going strong for what it is. I hope, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself, but I mean, the big thing I had to do last year was put cats on it. So we got the cats put on. Rachel's Fly said, I had the ABS pump lock up and caught on fire on my Escalade. Ran through a busy intersection, all while my wife was 7 months pregnant. Luckily, we were able to roll to a stop. Thank God. Thank God that you guys are all okay. Yikes. An Escalade. Oof. My friend just sold his Escalade. Matt says, that's shocking. A 2.7 or 3.5 EcoBoost. Yeah, I got the 3.5 on my 26. It's a 2016. And the only thing I've ever done to the truck other than the cats is just the regular maintenance fluid changes, tire changes, brake changes. That's it. Nothing else done. Nothing. No. Nothing. I just changed the filters. That's it. I'm shocked. But there's a lot of forums that say the 2016 EcoBoost, well, whether the 2.7 or the 3.5, are really, really one of the strongest trucks they've had in recent memories. When it comes to the Ford, like I didn't buy a 2015 because it was a first year model. Yep, a second gen 3. Lasting that long is I didn't even have to change the belts, the followers. It still runs good for the most part. I think I have to put I'm gonna have to put a water pump into it, but I'll do that when the weather warms up a little bit. I'm having a little bit of a smell coming out of the vents, and I'm pretty sure that's the water pump. Yeah, the 2.7s were definitely more reliable than the 3.5s. Yeah, I'm gonna be live for a little bit. Yes, I'm gonna continue. Gonna probably hopefully another 45 minutes. But yeah, I still can't believe that EcoBoost hasn't had anything done. No, the followers, nothing was changed. Everything's really good. Yeah, well, depends on the Coyotes because the Coyotes had some issues too that were concerning with the engine problems they had. Even I think it was the newer Coyotes, like 2018 and up, there were some issues. Dan says, I just put in my first set of spark plugs in my 2012 Tacoma, 220,000 miles. I bought it with 8,000. Yeah. Sizzleneck says the shifter boot just broke on my 2004 Matrix. Ordered a new one from Amazon. Yeah, go for it. If you can do it, go for it. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna fix it as I go. I think I want to go to 350 to 400 before I buy a new truck. A lot of it's highway miles because I drive to New Hampshire to go see my kids, granddaughter, and then a round trip to work from my house to my current job is about 85 miles round trip. So I'm putting some serious mileage. But when I used to live in New Hampshire, driving all the way to Rhode Island to work, that was crazy. Yeah, it's the engineering, guys. It's because all the stuff they're trying to do to put for the gas mileage, it's making them less reliable, causing all these recalls. It's all about the gas mileage, the EPA standards. You know what it is? It's the politicians putting too much uh too much of their friggin' opinions into something, and this is what we get. Yeah, yeah, direct injection. Yep. Retro for life say I want to say Ford is coming out with a newer V8 engine for the Mustang. Yeah, I think I heard something like that. Yep, emissions too. Yep, especially California guys, and I'm living Mass, and Mass is really strict on emissions. I've been lucky. I've been able to keep up with the vehicles with the emissions, with my wife's car and my car. My wife's got a Ford Edge, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Matt says, the Ford engine that is great is the 7. Yes, it's got the 7.3's got a Godzilla engine is a good engine, but they do have problems with the crankshaft. There's a lot of them that have been issues with the crankshaft. Not They're not having recalls or anything on that, but there's TSBs on that crankshaft. Somebody said, I'm not big a fan of GM Chevy, but my '04 GMC Yukon now has over 300,000 miles on it. Nice job, Someway. Did you do a lot of work to it, or you kind of kept it stock and just did the regular maintenance? Matt says, my truck has a 90s 4.9 liter straight six that won't die, no chain or belts, direct gear. Yeah, those engines were good. You know what engine was good? I bought for my birthday in 2003. I bought a 2003 Ford F-150 with the 5.4 liter, the 2-valve, not the 3-valve, the 2004s. The 3-valve engines were one of the worst engines with the timing belts. Those are horrible. But I had the 2-valve on my 5.4 liter F-150, and I had the flare side on that. Let me tell you, that truck was awesome. That was an awesome, awesome truck. Dan says, I have a 2016 Ford Edge with the 3.5, no turbo. Yeah, my wife's got the 2.0. She's got the 2018 2.0 turbo. We had to replace her engine last year, but luckily, thank God. I asked the Ford guy, does she still have a warranty left? She was at 98,000 miles. It was end of the summer, I think. She either had till the end of the month when the car would have expired, the warranty would have expired, or 2,000 miles, whichever one came first. And she got lucky because it was a $12,000 job to put a new engine. She got the new engine, so she got the shorter block. They had the long block in there originally, and what happened was there's a defect in the design of the engine for the 2.0. The 1.6's EcoBoost and the 2.0 EcoBoost had the same problems. So the engine coolant would get into the cylinders, and the metal would warp. So that's how the engine coolant was getting there, causing catastrophic damage, failure in the engines. And my wife was getting, I think it was a cylinder 3 or a cylinder 2 misfire, and then I put new plugs in it just to try to if that would have worked, and it didn't work. So it ended up being the it was the catastrophe, that defective thing. But luckily we made it out of there unscathed. Matt says I have a two valve 4.6 E250 that the new owner hit 500,000. Yeah, those are good engines, man. Edges, front wheel drive, they have built-in water pumps. Rear wheel drive, it's external. Yeah, on my my F-150, I got the external one. But while I'm in there, I'm gonna put in a new thermostat, because the thermostat's right there. When you remove the water pump, the thermostat's right there. So I'm gonna do a 2-for-1 fix on my water pump on my truck. Retros for life. It's insane how American cars have so many problems. Yeah, it's all this emissions, fuel economy, and they're trying to stick too much, and the computers and technology. It's insane. Dan says my Edge all-wheel drive that happened to me on my brother's Explorer. Yeah, my wife's car's all-wheel drive. Mine's a full 4x4, the FX4 package. Sunway 69 says regular maintenance, rebuilt transmission, new steering, pump, gearbox, rear shocks, Holy crap! You went through the ringer right there. That's a lot of money. Mine, the only thing, the only thing I ever did was mine was just the cats. That was kind of pricey though. That was really pricey, but other than that, that's it. Matt says American cars like Rams or any Dodge are Italian, not American. Not anymore. Like that. No more American. American. Now it's from other countries. GMT 800 is cheap to fix. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I got the top down stuff, man, so I can do a lot of my stuff here as within my abilities. I'm not going to be pulling out engines, that's for sure. I don't have a lift or anything, and I have jack stands, and that's about it. You know, my jack stands. I'm not going to be doing it like pulling out engines with my stuff. But when I have my house in New Hampshire and move there, I'm going to definitely put a lift in there so I can work on cars. But I want to be able to work on pickup trucks too. Matt says my buddy from high school has his 1.2 million mile 1990 Toyota pickup still. Wow, you really can't kill Toyotas, man. Especially 90s Toyotas. Those things are like bulletproof. My F-150 is a 2016, and it's regarded as one of the best ones for model years for F-150 in recent years. It's a sought after vehicle. Vlad Kraft, greetings from Russia. Jesus Christ, I see the name. Greetings from Russia. Hi, Vlad Kraft. It was turboed for years, says Matt. Yep. So that's the state of the truck these days. I definitely want. I was gonna get a truck last year, but my wife put the kibosh in it. I was gonna get an F-250 with the 7.3 Godzilla engine, but it didn't happen because I got blocked on that one by the wife. Brand new. It was only 52,000. I mean, I only say 52,000, but and that's expensive. But I mean, in today's prices for a pickup truck for $52,000, that's a deal. But she blocked me on that one, so couldn't get it. What I want is because I have the super cab doors on my F-150. I want crew cab now, but I want the 6.5 foot bed too, guys, because I do a lot of work, and I at least need a 6.5 foot bed because a 5.5 foot bed is small because I'm always bringing materials. Like when I do my handyman jobs, or when I'm doing stuff here at home, I need that at least a 6.5 foot bed. No, I'm not Mexican. My parents were born in South America. My mom was born in Bolivia, and my dad from Chile. No, not Mexican. No, but I was born here in the United States, so natural born here. American blood here. Spanish American blood now. But Vlad, I still like tacos and burritos, so I do love Mexican food. Retros for life. The Dodge Cummins diesel trucks are literally a disaster. Yeah, I heard about them, and I know about them. They're 120,000 mile transmission changes. Well, a lot of Dodges, same thing. Transmission changes at about 120,000, 90 to 120,000. Yikes. Check and make sure I'm still thing. No, don't be sorry, dude. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not worried. um yeah, so I mean I think if sometimes you get a good car out of a lot, that you're gonna get you might get lucky, you know what I mean? I know they make some lemons, and sometimes you'll get the good one that was made out of the batch, and for the most part I got a good one. Like I said, all I did was have to do the catalytic converters. I'm in Massachusetts, Vlad. Massachusetts. I'm a masshole. Not originally from Massachusetts, but I'm forced to live here right now. But it is what it is. I don't live far from Boston. I'm somewhat decently close to Boston. So the big city. I'm all about the, but I'm a country boy at heart though. I miss living in New Hampshire, guys, and I can't wait to go back. Absolutely, Red Sox fan. I'm a Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, and uh, Celtics fan. I'm all the above, guys. I was born in Rhode Island, so we grew up with the New England blood here. I've been to Fenway so many times. I live 20 some odd minutes from Gillette Stadium, from where the Patriots play. I'm right near Boston. I can get to Fenway Park fairly decently quick. Well, we have Boston traffic, guys. It is what it is, but for what it is, it's not a bad drive. Um, I can get to the TD Garden decently quick. I'm like centrally located. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, Vlad. Massachusetts has a nickname called Taxachusetts. Not a fan. I'd rather go to New Hampshire where there's less taxes, less tax, easier living, great way of life. I had a farm, and when I lived in New Hampshire, I built a farm. I had all kinds of animals. Uh, we homesteaded. We grew up. We grew our vegetables. We ate stuff that we grew. Uh, it's all good stuff. But those days are over now. I'm not a farmer anymore. I live in the suburbs in Massachusetts. Nice home, nice area I live in, but I want to get out of the state like badly, and I want a bigger shop. This shop is like way too small. I've outgrown it. Can't wait to move, but I got to retire first, and I got to wait for my wife to retire too. But I do love my sports teams. I do love my New England sports teams. I like going into Boston here and there. I like going to the fancy restaurants and those steakhouses. Guys, if you guys have never had the real Japanese Wagyu meat, you're missing out. It's super expensive, but it's the best tasting steak I've ever had. It's on another level. It's like something you've never had before. And every time I get to go to one of these restaurants, I'll get the Wagyu beef. Yeah, you're paying up the butt on your bill for one of those steaks, but let me tell you, worth it. Absolutely worth it. There's no such thing as like if you see something packaged at the supermarket that says American Wagyu, that's not even a thing, man. Vlad says you have a mature instrument, brother. Yeah, I can play the harmonica. That's I do play the harmonica, guys. That's something you guys don't know. McMahon, what's up? What's up, McMahon? How you doing? Oh, by the way, McMahon, I gotta show you something that came in today. Check this out. All the guys over here have seen it. My new Snap-on box. It's lit. This was the big reveal today. Today was the big reveal. McMahon. Because America, guys, America. Check that out, guys. This thing's crazy deep. She is beautiful. I would never buy a Snap-on box, but this one hit me in the feels, McMahon. A lot of sentimentality with this box, this purchase. Otherwise, I would never buy that. I'm not a, I'm working overtime for it, so. Sizzlenex is close to Jeff's tool event. Yeah, I love. Hey, did you guys know Jeff lives in Massachusetts too? He lives in Western Mass. She is beautiful, huh? Yep. I'm giving the gray one to my son-in-law. He's gonna inherit this one. He's got to get him up here so we can move it. Yeah. McMahon, this is crazy because the only reason why this box is here is because it's limited edition. So because this year is the 250th anniversary, they only built 1,776, so 1776. So I have 1,112 of 1776 boxes. The Declaration of Independence there. When I first saw this on Barker Tools channel on YouTube, I was floored. I said, I gotta have that box. I didn't think I would ever make it happen. I never in a million years would I have thought this would happen, but it happened. And I'm friends with the Snap-on guys, you know, my franchise owner and my dealer. I like going to the warehouse and just chilling. I showed you guys pictures of me with the box like from a couple of weeks ago on last week's live stream. But yeah, so I gotta get rid of that gray one because it's definitely taking up a lot of space. So I gotta get my son-in-law here. So we gotta put this on the truck, or maybe I'll rent a trailer, a U-Haul trailer, and put that on the trailer, and it's going to his house. I know McMahon says, I know, I wish I had the cash for it. Doubt that thing ever loses. No, it's not going to lose value because of the scarcity of it. You might be able to get one. And the payments really aren't bad, McMahon. I actually paid, I'm only paying a little bit over half of the price of this, the MSRP. I'm paying just a little bit over half. Thanks, Vlad. Appreciate that. Hey, drink a shot of vodka for me. Drink a shot of the vodka for me. Stoli vodka. Yes. So yeah, that was the big reveal today. It came at 4 o'clock with my Snap-on guys. Yes. I don't know what's going on, but the Kremlin is the good or the bad. We blew up the Kremlin. Yes. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm wearing my Snap-on gear today because all my boys came in today from Snap-on. Like I said, I hang out at the warehouse sometimes, once in a while, and they're awesome people. I like looking at the toys. Seriously, I love the toys. And because I got the Snap-on box, I was able to get a couple of freebies. I got like the Nano Access set for free. So I'm going to be doing a review on that, guys. We're going to be doing a review video on the Nano Access from Snap-on. So it's that like, the one I got was the 1/4-inch bit driver. It's really tiny. And then the one that looks like a ratchet, it's a 1/4-inch socket. So we'll be doing a video on that. And it comes in a foam tray, which I'm very happy about. I'm like, I've been wanting that. And regular retails for $400, and I was able to score for free. Ah, thanks. Dan, I actually got this on eBay. Because this is like super expensive on the Snap-on website. I got a 3-pack for $60. I kept 2 of these for myself, and I gave my son-in-law the other one because I didn't want 3 of these. But it's pretty cool. It's the Snap-on. It's an actual Snap-on approved product. I do have like a I don't know if did any of your wives or girlfriends shop on Shine? You can get Snap-on gear on Snap-on Shine. I got myself a pullover hoodie, and that was like $16. I paid for it. It's a knockoff, a Snap-on knockoff, but it's the actual logo on the front and on the back. It's really cool. Actually, you know what? I have it right here. So I got this on Shine. $17, guys. Snap-on. And then this is the back, guys. Check that out. Engine. That's pretty cool. And they have it in black too. They have gray and black. Well, I'll be posting a video about the EDC kit soon. I'd be interested to hear you. Oh, awesome. Yep. Send me a link to that video. I'm gonna be doing a EDC kit loadout that that I have to show. I've been wanting to do one of those videos for a while. You got to see my EDC kit. Yeah. So Alabama says, "What micro ratchets do you use?" I use the Kleins, the two versions of the Kleins, the Milwaukee one, the one that Jeff's Garage. I think it's not Chrome. What's that brand? It begins with a C, but not the Chrome one. And then I use the ones from the Icon box. Hey, Vladcraft, cheap on you can get like short sleeve shirts and hoodies on Shine and not pay a lot of money. Good stuff, cheap, you know. I got this on eBay. The shirts on eBay. You can get them on eBay. Look on eBay. I'm Alabama. I'm trying to figure out the name. It's Jeff's Garage Adventures. Showed it. He actually recently talked about it again. Dan says, I want to see those nano tools. Yeah. Oh, I just got, guys, I just bought the Astro nano sockets, the 3/8. Let's see. McMahon says Shine. I think it is like Charlie Sheen. No, it's SHEIN. SHEIN. Jamie says, does your Harbor Freight got a light? And no, I never came with the light. I was gonna put a light in it, but I don't like the price of the Icons. They wanted $120 on this one, so I never put a light in it. I was gonna buy one on Amazon, and I just never got to it. On Amazon, you can pay like $40 or $50 for a nice, decent light that'll light this up. But I don't know about anything about this, Jimmy. I'm trying to figure out if it's supposed to come with the light or not. So I'm gonna call my Snap-on guy to see if there's something I'm either missing or what. I don't know. I have no clue what if that I have to buy that separately. I don't know. Dan says, I'm definitely more of a Harbor Freight guy than a Snap-on guy, mostly for the money, and I'm not a mechanic for work. Yeah, I honestly, I'm more Harbor Freight than I am Snap-on, but I do have plenty of Snap-on for what I am. I just buy a little bit at a time, and I'm letting it build up because it does get expensive. So I mean, I'll buy something here or there, and you know, that way I don't get riddled with it. And I also buy Mac tools. And I find Mac tools to be a little bit more affordable than Snap-on. I think Jimmy says, I think it's supposed to come with it. Ask your Snap-on rep. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. McMahon says, I like how those magnetic rails are held up by the 25-pound hooks. Gave me an idea. Yeah. I did this because I didn't want to like put two of those rails together. Let's take a look at this thing. So like I know a lot of people would take two of these magnetic rails and kind of put them back to back, so you can put one side, magnetize it on the box or whatever. And I didn't like that idea. So I seen other people do something similar to this. So I bought the US General magnets. I took out the hook. I needed a 5/6. I think it was a 5/16 bit, and I had to drill a 5/16 hole to make it a little bigger. The hole that was there was too small for the bolt. So that's the bolt that came on the magnet with the hook. So I had to drill a little bit of a bigger hole to be able to fit the bolt through the mag rail into the magnet. And this actually worked out very well. So if you look at it, and this has been holding on really good. I because of the this set right here of pry bars, I had to go with the third one because this is big and heavy. So I want to make sure that, you know, it's got a lot of stability on this side. And because I threw in a third one, I was able to put my bolster screwdrivers, my Pittsburgh bolster screwdrivers here. So it gave me enough room. So this actually worked out very well. Like the perfect length to put all these in right there. Yeah. Um, Dan says some things definitely make more sense. Retro slicing. Oh, that's nice and clever. Yeah. It beats. You know what it is? I don't want to drill a hole in the box. I know some people drill holes in the box or the rivet and screw the rails in there to use that. But you know what? That that's a permanent hole, guys. I didn't want to do that. Um, the Mac Magnetic. Jimmy says the Mac Magnetic rails are on promo. They are crazy strong. Buy one get one. Yeah, but how much are the rails? Dude, I was getting these for like free. Some of these I got these for free when I made purchases, and then some like I paid like $1.80 or $3. Got these on great. Yeah, they look great. Dan. McMahon says I'll definitely look into that. I'll talk to my Mac guy. But I did that here too. If you look over here, starting over here, I did the same thing. And so it worked out because I kind of ran out of room in this box when I did that. So the rails with the magnets really came in clutch. And even over here, the Harbor Freight magnets are pretty good. I mean, this is the Harbor Freight tray, the U.S. General tray, and it's sticking pretty good. And then over here I put a rail with the red U.S. General magnet. And guys, the magnets are starting to get back in stock because I know a lot of Harbor Freights, the U.S. General magnets were out of stock for a while. They're starting to come back in stock. Mostly I'm seeing the red and the yellow ones. I don't know how it is at your stores. McMahon says I'll definitely look into that. James McMahon says, yeah, I didn't want to drill any holes in the box. Yeah, I don't blame you. Jimmy said, I'm checking the flyer now. And then over here, I just have other stuff that's magnetic. I got the magnetic mat. Look, look all the stuff I have on that magnetic mat. I did a video review on that magnetic mat, and I had a rotor. I stuck the rotor into that on the video on the gray box, and that thing was beast mode. It was carrying that motor, that rotor, like no problem. The magnets were on sale last year, and it was just hard to get them back. Yeah, finally those magnets have been out for a while. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was it was the whole country, Clint. The whole country was out of stock for the most part. Like I said, they're trickling in. They're not fully in stores yet, but they're trickling in to get the magnets. I mean, right now, like I said, the only ones I've seen in the stores have been the yellow and the reds, but they're they're getting in really tiny, small batches. So I think like one store I saw had like 5 or 7 of them, and like the other store would have like 2 or 3 of them. So they're still very scarce when it comes to getting the magnets in. But here's another option, guys. So you know these magnets actually on coupon deals is this one. This thing actually is stronger than the U.S. General magnet. This one, the U.S. General magnet, I think is rated for 25 pounds. This one's rated for 60 pounds. And this one you can unscrew that little hook and put that in there. Those are even better if you're putting really, really heavy stuff. So that's the best way to do it, to be honest with you guys. That's, in my opinion, that's the best way to do it. To get the magnetic rails like that, because like when I first got the magnetic rails, I'm like, this thing isn't double sided with the magnets. It's crazy. So it's starting to get really cold in here. I think I'm gonna have to put the hoodie on. But it's getting like I don't want to drill holes on my boxes. You know what I mean? Because what if I decide to change things around? Because I did a video where I did a tour of the shop a while back ago, and I said in that video is the shop's always going to be evolving. It's never going to be final. There's no finality to a shop, because you're going to take things away. You're going to add things. You're going to keep some things as the way they are. And this shop is always evolving. I mean, look at this. Today it evolved a lot. It was huge. It's a huge undertaking. there's always going to be things that are going to be done different. You know what I mean? So there is never a finality for a shop. You're going to add boxes. Yeah. Yeah, I fell in love with that slate gray and the black trim. It was really nice. But you know what? Honestly, Dan, the purple has me. Like this cut right here, the U.S. General cut. The purple really has me. Like I actually love the purple, and that's one of my daughter's favorite colors. Like this purple is really amazing. Like I would have gotten blue or red too normally. Uh Clint says, does Castleman make an SE version of Deep Impact? Castleman SE version of the Impact socket, not like the one I have. I tried looking. There's a different style, like a standard style of their 12 points. But I can't. Like I tried looking online. I went everywhere. Yeah, it looks blue on the video. Let me see if I can get like a light. I'll get that Craftsman light, James. Jimmy, I'll get that Craftsman light. You like? Hold on. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's in the Snap-on box. Let me see if this helps shine the light. I don't know. Does that look? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta change the camera angle. Flip the camera over. There we go. Does that help? That's the purple. I like the sea. Yeah, that Seahawks green is really nice. So they might have them in the back, Jimmy, but this is the purple. It looks better. I can see it better purple on the video. I don't know about if you guys can see it, but I like the fact that it comes with these bumper guards, just like the Snap-on ones. But I gotta say, this is a very high quality box. I love it. I'm glad I got this. It's definitely a good investment. Yeah, purple is so new. Dan. And the thing is, my mom paid for it. She gave me the money for Christmas, and they had a coupon, so I got it. Although I would have done better with the parking lot sale at the beginning of March. It was $50 less than what I paid for it, with the parking lot sale. But I mean, I still got a good deal on it. I didn't pay full price, so to me it was a must-have. And then I bought that with the coupon too. When I bought this right after Christmas, they had a coupon for that on the instant coupon savings or something. One of the coupons they had. So that was like $19.97 with the coupon, the little side tray. I definitely want to add some more stuff. I'm waiting for more purple. Actually, and I recently bought this past week. I don't know if you guys saw. I got the purple power strip. So I have this connected to the TV power strip right here, right up here, so I can power more stuff over here. Jamie says, I was curious because my brother's looking into it, the front top metal. When I was checking, I was able to bend. I don't have any problems with my box. Nothing. It's solid. I mean, it's solid. It's bent. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's got like a little slit here in the corner. I don't know if you can see that, Jimmy. But it's pretty solid. I don't have a problem with it. It's definitely a good high quality cart. And I'm actually like, if I had a bigger shop, I would get another purple one. I love this purple one, like a lot. Clint said in a new tool section, more purple accessories just came out. Yeah. What else came out besides the power strip, like the cup holders, the the rubber glove holders, the nitro glove holders, all that, and the can holders. I don't know. Gotta try to figure this out. Yeah, they're cool. Like I was even thinking about getting the 72-inch in purple because I'm like I love this setup. When I first saw this, I fell in love with it. The slate gray and the black combination was really beautiful. But um, I'm really feeling the purple lately. Like really feeling the purple. The purple and well, purple and green. But I don't think I want a green box. But like tools, with green handled tools, like the Snap-on pry bar, or like my purple Mac pry bar. Like this, I am really feeling this. It's good stuff. Oh, my hair's a mess. I gotta do something with this stuff over here. Yeah, $600, but you can get these for cheaper when they're on sale. Like I got mine for $499.99, but at the beginning of March they had the parking lot sale and they were on sale for $450. It's a heck of a deal. You got to wait for the sales. I think this weekend they're doing a 15% off. You can get 15% off of 600. I mean, it's not as good as the sale as they had in March, but it's some better than nothing. This weekend, so let's see, 30, 60, $90 off. So $510 this Saturday. Is it just for the weekend, guys? So 15% off. Yeah, they're just identical to the Milwaukee set as far as the looks and appearance. Um, I got the set for the 3/8 set for 59. Yeah, I got it this Christmas, right after Christmas. I got the for $50 on the half-inch. I couldn't get the 3/8 because they were sold out, but that Milwaukee set I got was all half-inch, SAE, and deeps. They were deeps. They're all deeps, and that Castleman. Wow, I'm impressed, guys. The Castleman stuff, like they're doing a good job of upgrading the quality on their stuff. I'm very very impressed. I would say Pittsburgh Pro, Quinn Light quality, and the only thing is only a 1 year warranty, so there's no lifetime on that. Jimmy says my old Snap-on rep had a similar box for 700, but the top slides instead of standing up. Yeah, I can't. I thought about getting one of those, but then I'm like, I can't see myself. Like, I don't like the function. I actually like the lid better because you can like just magnetize things. It's just more storage. Like being able to magnetize this and the versatility of that. I don't. I mean, if you want to have like a little side tray, just buy another one. Put one on each side. I don't know. I'm also thinking about getting one of those purple side boxes that can attach this. I'd have to do some modifications on this to add another the set of the drawers, the little drawers that they have. Um, Clint says the purple accessories not include paper towel holder and glove holder. Okay. Sale starts tomorrow for ITC. Thank gosh I'm ITC, guys. ITC is awesome. Jimmy says I almost bought it, but I use the same roll cart for years, so I won't give it up. Yeah, you don't give it up, but buy this one and have both. Why not have both? And it's gonna be on sale this weekend, 15% off. Well, glitched out again, guys. Glitched out. But yeah, you can't go wrong with that cart. It's worth every penny. Um, yeah, just get it. I'm telling you, Jimmy, get the purple. It's really everything that what it is. Like it's good quality. It's a good quality cart. I swear by it. And like I like the U.S. General stuff. I mean, the first thing I ever got was well, my wife got me for one of one of my birthdays is the U.S. General 5 drawer cart, and absolutely love it. But I took off the U.S. General logo and the sticker, and I ended up putting a Craftsman on it. So it became a Craftsman branded. Clint says Chrome Nano ratchet be in tomorrow. Nice. I didn't get anything yet. I'm thinking about. I don't know, Clint. I'm going back and forth on that. About the Mako one and the Chrome ones. I don't know. I definitely want to get the 1/4 inch set though. I think I'm gonna buy those tomorrow. The 1/4 inch nano sockets from Astro. I'll get those tomorrow. I'll pick those up tomorrow. Order them on Amazon. McMahon says sliding top is for when you're moving it around the shop, and the lift top is when you have a home for your box without the fear of theft. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, you can work on use it the sliding tops, as a workstation. Put stuff on it, but I like having the side tray. To be honest, the side tray is much better. I can put another side, but I'm gonna put maybe I'll put a set of drawers, purple drawers over there. I think they do have a yellow one, Jimmy. I'm pretty sure they do, but I think I never see those in stores, so you might have to order them at the register. I don't know. They have orange, red, that high vis green. They got they're getting so many colors: the whites, the blues, the reds, the purples, the slate gray, black. All those. I highly recommend Jimmy. You got to get it. You got to get it. Get that purple one. You're not gonna regret it. I love it. I do not regret that purchase at all. Like so much so that I want to get another one. But if I could definitely fit it somewhere down. I can even probably put it in front of my walkout door, and then if I need to walk out, I can just move. It's on wheels anyway. So yeah, Jimmy says if I do decide, definitely yellow to match my box. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You can't go wrong with it. Like I can definitely fit it. I would just have to fit it, like put it in front of the door, and just roll it when I need to use it. I'm so limited with space here. I mean, I can even put it at the end over there, and just kind of it's gonna pop out a little bit. But I don't care. Retro says high vis is not for me. They turn some ugly no matter how you clean them. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that. I like the high vis tools. I don't think I'd buy the high vis box. But I'm definitely on the purple right now. Like other than that, I'd probably go purple. Like my whole setup purple. I love that purple. Like that purple is pretty awesome, pretty amazing. They've done a good job. I mean, from the bumpers. You know what? That kind of sucks though. Is they stopped selling the bumpers. They discontinued the bumpers because I bought them. Like it was these little ones right here, and they should have just kept making them, and maybe they didn't sell really well. But I bought them when I got this box, from my wife, and it's been good. They should make those and resell those again. Um, like for the other boxes, the other cots and stuff like that, because these come with this one already put in. Jamie says my shop put a pause on a '67 Mustang. I got the go ahead again, so I'm putting a door skin on it and probably weld up the quarter panel tomorrow. Nice, nice. You'll definitely do a good job on that. Your stuff is good. Your work is awesome. Retros for Life say I was talking about the tools, that yellowish color on one of my Snap-on ratchets was a bad purchase. I'm definitely swap. Hey, yeah, you can buy the handles and have your Snap-on dealer, have a Snap-on dealer switch it out for you if you wanted to. That's the thing I like about some of these brands is you can just pop out the handles and switch them for something else. So what do you think, guys? What do you think of this idea? So a lot of you guys know I'm into the ball grips, screwdrivers, and at this stage of the game, I do not want to buy fixed bladed screwdrivers anymore. So this is my idea. I love multi-bit screwdrivers, so I can just change the bits when I'm doing something. So I had this idea. I told Clint the idea. So I want to get a fixed bladed Wera, one fixed bladed, those the ball grip Wera screwdrivers. I want to pull out the shaft from the handle, and I want to put a multi-bit adapter in the. So I have a multi-bit Wera screwdriver. I was either thinking about the central fix or like a DeWalt bit holder. I haven't decided yet, but one of those would be a good idea. Retro's full. I said I ordered a ball grip screwdriver off eBay, and I've been waiting over a month for it. Oh, did you order from Japan? It's gonna take a while. I ordered from Japan on eBay a few times, and one time it took like almost 2 months. It's not that it was shady or anything. It was just a long process to get those ball grips. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna get the Wera, and I'm gonna remove the blade. Like I said, I'm right now. I'm just all like I have enough fixed bladed. It would take a lot for me to buy a fixed bladed screwdriver again. I mean, the last set I bought was the green icons, but I don't really want to buy another set. So if I can get the Wera ball grips, take it out, put the handle and get like a central fix in there, it'll hold the bits good, and it'll make a nice screwdriver. McMahon says it literally gets sailed over on a boat. It takes a while. Yeah, it does. One of those big giant ships, Maersk. Retros for Life says it was a Wera that was supposed to be located in California, but he ended up being an online middleman ordering from Japan. Yeah, that's what happened with a lot of the stuff I ordered on eBay from Japan. Had to wait a long time, but I was able to eventually get. I got everything. It just took a while. Even some things from like Temu, took a long time to get, like a month. At most was about a month. Except for this one thing that I ordered from Temu, but I took care of that situation really good. I had to get Temu involved because these people weren't sending my things, not even shipped, and it was like well over a month, and they still didn't ship. So I got Temu involved, and they took care of it, and I finally got my item. I don't know what's wrong with them, but there's a lot of good stuff to get from overseas. But I definitely want to do that experiment with the Wera ball grip. I want to make it a multi-driver. That would be cool. That would be cool. I know everybody's doing these modifications. Like you got like a channel like Think Harder, and his stuff he's got some good stuff. He makes the handles on the 3D, and he can make what was it 3/8 spinners with he's done a good job with his like modifications he's done, and stuff that he's done, and these little kits that he put together. But I definitely want to try that mod with the Wera ball grip, because like I said, I want to see I would love to see a Wera ball grip, even like with a wrap adapter. Imagine having a ball grip Wera with a wrap adapter. That would be really cool. I think that would be worth it. I don't know. What do you guys think? A wrap adapter Wera ball grip? I'm down. I'd buy that. I'd definitely buy that. Definitely worth it. Tomorrow's gonna be Thursday, guys. Week's going by quick. Cotton candy ceiling. That's right, cotton candy. Strawberry flavored. You want some? Clint says, I like my Wera ball grip, but I like my Vessels and Klein. Yeah, I like the Vessels and Klein. I mean, you can't go wrong. Especially, I like the multi-bit Vessels the best. Yeah, have some Doxy Proxy. I got plenty over here. Come pick how much you want. Bring a bag. Yeah, I like I said, Jimmy, are you gonna do what I'm gonna do, or you just keep it as a fixed blade? Because they don't carry a multi-bit version. So I'm gonna have a multi-bit Wera, and I'm probably gonna use a central fix or like a DeWalt, and make it like a multi-bit driver and call it a day. What's another good bit driver to put in there? Something kind of like not too bulky. I mean, I know the Central Fix is kind of a little bulky, but at least you know what you're getting for the money for that. I'm gonna heat up the shank and be able to try to pull it out on the vise, pull out that handle. Boy, it's getting cold down here. I think we're supposed to get good temperatures next week. I think we're gonna hit the 70s next week on a couple of days. I don't know. Up here in the Massachusetts. Massachusetts. What else are we? Well, what else is coming out? Something else that's coming out that we can get. Hmm. Hmm. There's some Klein stuff I gotta get. Oh, Klein Modbox 2.0 backpacks coming out. 70 here. Dude, I'm jealous, Clint. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you. You get the good temperatures. We're still got right now it's 39 degrees, but it's supposed to get dropped down further. Tomorrow we're getting rain all day, all night, whatever. Friday 48, Saturday 36. Damn it, I wanted to work on my wife's car on Saturday. I don't know if I want to do that at those temperatures. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video. I'll do a video on that. I gotta do that in the kitchen though. I don't know if my wife will be angry at that one. I'll definitely because I want what I'm gonna do is there's some guys on YouTube that like they boil the shanks and they get them hot. I mean I could probably use a torch or something, but I don't want to melt the handle too much. You know what I mean? I'd rather like the boiling method. I wanted one of the Wera in black and red ball grips to match the 2025 calendar, but it's impossible to get. Yeah. Actually, I seen the calendar not too long ago. They're not. Yeah, they're not that pricey. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna have to try it out. I want the ball like a Wera multi-bit ball grip would be really awesome. Just not a fixed blade. Because I'm really not using those. Unless I'm using my beaters. If I'm using my beaters, that's when I use most fixed blades. Like even my Klein screwdrivers, the multi-bit screwdrivers is what I'll use when I'm on jobs that require me to bring my Kleins. I'll bring my Kleins and I'll just use my multi-bit screwdrivers because you got versatility when you have the flip sockets and the screwdrivers, like the 21 Klein, really awesome screwdriver. Or my ball grip multi-bits like the Annex multi-bit one's Vessel, and then of course there's the Klein ball grip. Stick a blade in that and you're good to go. We're gonna do a video on that. I don't know. I mean, I saw them on Amazon not too long ago. Maybe as a set. I don't know. Maybe they're getting hard to get. I'm sure you can get them at House of Tools, Casey Tool, or Amazon. Last time I checked it was on Amazon. Actually, let's check Amazon. We'll check on the tablet. Let's see what's on Wera ball grip screwdrivers. Let's check. Nope. 2075. Not hard to get. This is a Phillips number 2. And for 20 bucks you can get the slotted. So 75-cent difference between the slotted and it seems readily available. Oh, it says 5 in stock left of the slotted. But you can get the Phillips. Oh, Phillips has 1 left in stock. Okay, I didn't even see that. Sorry. And then there's a Phillips 150 millimeter, 3 left in stock. And that one's $26. Look at that. The Klein ball grip is 15 bucks and change. Look at that. $15.35 on sale. Then they have a bigger uh, slotted 150 millimeter shank for $22.99 on the Wera. One left in stock. So maybe they're selling out really quick. Oh, check this one out, guys. 13 left in stock. $16.19 for the Wera Craftform ball grip. I think that's a Phillips number one, 80 millimeters. So buy this one instead for 16 bucks. That's not a bad deal, actually. Retro slides. You got to be careful with the ball grip Weras. The handles are mostly rubber, unlike the traditional versions are plastic with rubber. Yeah. Well, that's the plan. I gotta that's why I want to do the boiler method, because if I did like a torch, I'd probably melt the crap out of the rubber. Clint says I want the vessel ratcheting screwdrivers with the gray switch instead of the yellow. Oh yes, I know you're talking about. Yep, for the fixed shanked heads. Did you know that on Temu, the black ratcheting screwdriver, the one with the little for the 1-inch bits, that ratcheting one, they actually have the Saki Subo bits with it, but in fixed shanked, like the ones that come with the gray or the yellow ones. But they actually have the electrician's bit shaft. I kind of want to get that. It's like 56 bucks on Temu or Alex. Wait a minute, no, AliExpress. So they have the fixed bladed one, and it's 56 bucks, but I'm sure it's gonna take a little while to get. Wow. Oh, my neck is killing me. So, yeah, we're gonna get the Wera. I gotta make sure it's the safest way I can get it out without screwing up the ball grip on that, because I've never held a ball grip Wera, so I wouldn't know. Like, I have regular Weras, like little Torx screwdrivers. I like those. I got a full set of the Weras and that. I have the Wera Toolcheck screwdrivers, the bit drivers, and from the Toolcheck Mini. Clint says my Wera ball grip slotted a yellow and black, Posi red and black, and Phillips green and black. Yeah, I like to get the green and black one, but I definitely got to be careful when I remove the shaft off the handle. It's gonna be good though. I think I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. I'll probably forget, so I'll do it when I get a chance to do it. I don't know if probably not anytime soon. I got a lot of things I have to do before I can even do that project or that video. But I definitely have it on my list. It's just not right now a priority. But I definitely want to get like the 1/4-inch Astro Nano sockets. I got to get those. Oh, I picked up a set of Nano hex bits from Mix Power. So Mix Power is the same brand as Castleman, and it's a really nice set. And it's got the 11 millimeter. It comes with no skips. It's got the 11 millimeter, so I can do Ford brakes, because I know some Fords use 11 millimeter hex to get the bolts off for the caliper bolts. Clint says the Wera ball grip ends are smaller than Vessel or Klein. Yeah, I want to try. Like I said, I want to try them. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna be good. And then I could put like a whatever bit I put on that. I could probably put one of those ratcheting bits on it, like the 711L or the pipe vise version. Sizzle next says seems like they lower the price right after I buy something on it. Yeah, I've been going through that lately, too. I don't know what's going on. It's something in the water. We're just buying it at the wrong time. Yeah, I don't know. I've been that seems to be the common theme denominator lately is you buy it, then the next second it'll go right on sale. It kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? At least you're getting the tools. Get the tools. That's all that matters. Get the tools. But overall, I mean, it's been good lately with the box. I've been getting more mechanic stuff. So I'm definitely gonna get the Astro 1/4 inch, because I don't have that, but I do have the Quinn 1/2 inch versions of the Astro. That's why I'm not even gonna bother buying the regular Astro 1/2 inch sockets. I'm gonna get the bigger set of 17. It's 17 to 30 millimeters. That's their bigger set, like their fatter, bigger socket sets. Because the standard 1/2 inch, I think only goes up to 24 millimeters, if I'm correct, something to that effect. It's like from 10 to 24 or something. I don't know, something to that effect for the 1/2 inch. Yeah, something like that. And then they have the 17 to 30. The 17s are going to be redundant with the, when compared to my Quinn sets. So I got to get the uh, 1/4 inch to have like a full setup of nano sockets, and then I'll eventually get the Astro larger 1/2 inch. Let's see what. And then what other modifications can I make? Like, you guys gonna do any modifications? Yeah, I want to get the Galaxy Vessel screwdrivers. They look really nice. I like that, like, see-through clear but cloudy. They look pretty awesome with the like little sparkly bits inside. I want to get the ones from Matco. I can't get them. Oh, is it Cornwell? Cornwell? The purple ones from Is it Cornwell? I think it was Cornwell. Yeah, Cornwell. The Astro Rail is cool for the nano setup. Yeah. Are you talking about the ones that go like this? That rail, the split rail. The Galaxies are nice. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, right now. Bye, McMahon. Have a great night, dude. See you next time. Yeah, they do a good job holding a ratchet. See, that's the other thing too. Like, if I make a bit driver out of the wearers, you can make it. If you get one of those like little 1/4 inch sockets, ratchets, you can turn it into like a full size ratchet, 1/4 inch ratchet. One of those. Chrome sells those little mini ratchets. Till next time, McMahon. Have a good night, bud. Get those little ratchets. I want to get both the Chrome ones. Chrome has a male and a female version for the bottom, for the tips, and those would be good for EDC. Oh yeah, I saw the USB ones a while back ago. Those are nice, dude. You got the biggest vessel collection I've ever seen. I thought I had a good size vessel. No, you got me obliterated. You got the big giant vessel, but I definitely got to get the Cornwell vessel purple. Those are nice. But no Cornwell truck, guys. Still not the same. I gotta find a truck, and same thing with the Matco. Want a Matco truck and a vessel Cornwell truck. We need one of those, because we got the Snap-on, we got the Mac. We know those two other ones. The Tool Collector Vessel Show. Yeah, Jimmy, he's got this guy's badass. Clint is badass with that vessel. He's insane. His collection is no joke. It puts mine to shame. Very, very, very good stuff. The Cornwell vessel are sharp. I love mine. Yeah, I gotta get those. Did you order yours online, Clint? Yeah, Sizzleneck says you get a lot of views on the live streams afterwards. Yeah, not with all these friggin' glitches I get. Oh boy. But yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna head on out. Turn in. It's been a good live stream. I mean, we got the showcase, the showpiece, the Snap-on. I gotta figure out what's going on with an interior light for this thing. Good night, everybody. You know, if you guys don't, if some of you guys aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. The ones that talk. Jimmy said, I'm going to see if I can get the Cornwall to trade so I can get them